Yo, what is good, everybody? Your boy is back on another Thursday night. Um, how's everybody doing? I hope all is well. Early happy holidays to everybody. Everybody know you're excited about a long weekend. Have fun, kick it with your fam, and you know, I know I am. We gonna have a good time, some great laughs. I even got an extra couple days off before the holidays, so it feels extra special to me now. So, y'all see the headline: Ravens versus 49ers, a battle for respect. Now, I know a lot of people wondering what I'm getting at here because the 49ers are widely respected around the NFL and they're a team that everyone looks at and believes is going to be in the Super Bowl and they are the top team in the NFL. Well, there's something missing from that, right? There's a certain QB who a lot of people don't respect. He goes by the name of Brock Purdy, the San Francisco 49ers QB. And can he earn that respect with a win against this defense? Can he perform in a way to go against this defense and earn, really truly earn the respect of the MVP votes he has so far? He has potential here to going against guys like Kyle Hamilton, Geno Stone, Marcus Williams, Marlon Humphrey, and even Brandon Stevens to make a great point in the passing game. If he can get away from our guys like Matabike, Travis Jones, all our rushers, Nick Van Noy, Kyle Van Noy, um, Jadavian Clowney. I mean, we got. It sounds crazy, but this year we have guys, right? Guys and numbers to match. So Brock Purdy has a chance to prove something coming in. But if you can see the two people on the cover of this, it's not Brock Purdy. It's not even Lamar Jackson. The keys to this game is going to be the battle between Christian McCaffrey and Roquan Smith. Those two guys are going to be the keys to this game. And it's going to be the key to Brock Purdy getting his respect in the MVP voting. Right? Miss Yolanda in the building. Good evening, Miss Yolanda. How you doing? My co-host, Mr. Bazel. Well, I don't even know if I call him co-host anymore. The man hasn't been on the show in about a month. We gonna have to work on that. We gotta get you on here more often, sir. Roquan Smith versus Christian McCaffrey is going to be a battle to see. To see Roquan running sideline to sideline, having to cover Christian McCaffrey, and having to kind of direct the defense to be able to beat Christian McCaffrey is going to be amazing. This is matchups on a level of when we had Ray Lewis versus Peyton Manning. You remember those matchups? Peyton calling stuff at the line, then then Ray would come up and start calling stuff just to kind of throw him off, switching the defense, controlling things. It was it was one of those masterful matchups where it was a battle of the wits before the ball got snapped and it became physical. So now you heard from the 49ers perspective, Brock Purdy trying to earn that MVP and earn that respect. Who's trying to earn the respect on the Baltimore Ravens side? In this case, it's the entire team. It's our offense. It's Lamar Jackson. It's Gus Edwards. It's everybody in a Baltimore Ravens uniform. Do they somewhat respect our defense? Yes. Yes, they come out and say, oh, Baltimore's defense. They've always had defense. So, yes, they have some respect for our defense. But where do they stand when it comes to our offense? They seem unsure. They seem unsure about Lamar Jackson, despite him doing magnificent things, even being a pocket quarterback who can run. Yes, you heard me correct. A pocket quarterback who can run, because that's what he's graduated to. He's no longer run first. Having a better coordinator in Todd Monken and over Greg Roman has allowed the NFL to see Lamar Jackson and his full talent and everything he can do. The man, if not anything, showed you last week that his legs are still dangerous, but his arm is an absolute cannon. He took a number of plays, turned them from nothing to something with his arm, including a snap where he got pressured immediately, sat in the pocket, took the hit, and delivered an absolute strike to OBJ down the middle. This is something you wouldn't have seen from Lamar in the past because Greg Roman's system had it dialed in that he would run first. So he would drop back and run. Now, a lot of people contribute, his growth in that area to literally that growth and getting better and things like that. Whereas I think it was a mental aspect. I think mentally he's taught himself to trust his receivers. On top of that, he's got actual wide receivers, actual weapons. No disrespect to the guys before him, but those guys weren't out there making these plays that's being made now. And Isaiah Likely has proven to be an absolute weapon. I think the only thing we're looking for from him, I said before last game, was consistency. I told my lady, I was like, we just need more consistency from Likely. He can stay consistent with his hands. He's going to be a problem. And Likely is going to be the reason it's going to be difficult on keeping Mark Andrews around because the Baltimore Ravens have no problem letting a veteran walk if they feel they have the young talent to replace them. And sometimes, even when they don't have the talent to replace him, they let him walk anyway. I don't know if that's going to be the case for Mark Andrews, but this is the one time where if we lose a guy, I feel okay. It's not that bad. We still got a playmaker because Likely plays more like a wide receiver than Mark Andrews does. Mark Andrews is your go-to tight end. I'm not saying Likely's on his level in any way, shape, or form. There's two different type of players with two different type of playmaking skill sets. And it's proving to be a big difference in the offense, right? Being able to dump the ball off to Likely and see him make a couple moves and get extra yardage. Something that doesn't really happen with Andrews. Andrews is not really big on extra yardage, but he's still a very, very good tight end. And we got my co-host. My co-host says he's uncling. That's the reason he hasn't been on the stream in forever. And we got the Rogue Pod in the building, Mr. Hendo himself. If y'all don't know, go check out that channel. Like, share, subscribe. His channel, my channel, Bazel's channel, 86 Ghosts is what you'll find him as. Great content. Great content. You don't need TV. You got us. Hendo says, if the Ravens let go of Mark, where do they rank in the power rankings then? Listen, I'm going to preference this. That was a preseason ranking based off of what I thought was a bad team, right? Not necessarily a bad team, but a lot of unknowns. There was a lot of unknowns. And my boy Jared in the building. What's good, Jared? Another great content creator right here. Y'all, please go check his channel out. They got the Southern Baller Show, and they got the swag on lock. You want to learn about college football? Go see my man Jared. No, I listen. Sure, you're not, but But what I'm getting at though is if they lose Mark Andrews, I'm going to look at this roster next preseason and I'm going to say we have Isaiah Likely, but what's behind them? So that becomes a question. So I will rank each position by where I think the position stands. But if I'm going to for a prediction for if we're looking at this same exact roster in the offseason next season, then I'm going to say the Ravens are clearly 1, 2, or 3 in my eyes. And seeing as though I believe we'll be coming off a Super Bowl win, I'm going to say the Ravens are the number 1 team in the league. And you know the old saying, to be the man, you got to beat the man. So until something's proven to me otherwise, once we win that Super Bowl, nobody's the man unless they beat Baltimore. Now, same can be said about last year's Super Bowl champion, the Chiefs, but they've been beaten a number of times. They've kind of hit a little bit of a cliff where they haven't fallen off the cliff, but they look human, so to speak. Right? We can see them bleeding, and it's a nice size chink in the armor. But to be honest, with the way we were playing, even if the Chiefs were at the top of their game, I'd have us over them based off the strength of our defense alone. And the fact that so many guys, and this is again is big ups to Mike McDonald, so many guys are looking good and playing well because they're being used properly. Our coordinator is putting the players in position to succeed. That is the one thing we've been asking for in Baltimore for years. And we're seeing it on both sides of the ball. Can you believe it? We're not running our fullback out to play 40 plays, 30 plays. He's not out there catching quick outs and slants, and he's out there to block on run plays, maybe sit in the tight end position as a decoy, or even go out in the flat once in a blue moon. He's literally out there to do what he's supposed to do as a fullback, not a tight end, not a wide receiver. He's not splitting out wide. This is one of the things that us as Ravens fans have been begging for, and we are getting it, and it works. I think that's all we've ever wanted, right? Is to see it work. And it's working. Players are being used to the best of their ability, and they're not being overstretched or overutilized. It's an amazing thing. Like you couldn't have told me months ago that Pat Ricard wasn't gonna be out there for 75% of the plays because I would have called you a liar. Right? Instead, we got our fullback sitting on the bench 90% of the plays. And then when he comes in, it's because he's much needed in there. I absolutely love it. There's nothing that can change my mind about this offense in a negative way except one man. There's only one man that can impact it in a negative way, right? We know who that is, John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is the only guy who could possibly ruin what's going on. Will he? I hope not. But it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible. But we don't expect to have him intervene in the playmaking that's going on unless he's an absolute hater and trying to sabotage at that point, right? I'm pretty sure he wants another ring. I won't be surprised if he gets another ring and then retires even. But I know for a fact he wants another ring. So for the playoffs, John, 100% hand over the play calling to both our coordinators and watch them work. because they are doing phenomenal jobs. I know early on we were kind of rocking the boat on Todd Monken because there was the whole the offense isn't ready yet, and then there was the Todd Todd Roman and all those type of things. So, but we got it under control, and it seems like it's coming together. Yes, we've had shaky moments, but it's becoming apparent of what this offense can do and will do. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, man. From listen, I love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your holidays. I hope you have a great time, and I'll be sure to keep it clean. In the words of Engraving, if you got me playing on the radio, I'll be sure to keep it clean. Mr. Bazel, I was traveling and sick, and today I'm uncle. We saw the Christmas lights. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm probably gonna take my little one to see some lights tomorrow night. I can think of a few places. We always go every year too, and this year our schedule's actually lined up for us to have my daughter's actual birthday, which is tomorrow, off together. So we're gonna go out have a good time. So man, family time is it's nothing like it. So I praise you for being the good uncle. You know what I mean? Okay, honey. Look, little one wants a hug now. Go ahead. Okay, thank you. Go. You ain't gotta do it. No, you already got it. Go. And Miss Yolanda says happy early birthday.
Thank you.
She said thank you. You're about to knock the whole tree over. I need you to back up.
Are you mad at me?
No. And so I got the other little ones over here too. She wants me to shout her out. So Lee, I see you. Yeah, you doing too much too. You doing too much too. Both of y'all doing too much. Okay, so back to it,
Daddy, I love
right?
you.
Hendo, I think I sent you something. Let me know if you got it.
Have some more. Have some more.
But so it's going to be this game is going to be a big game. A big game. We got a lot to prove. I hope Harbaugh doesn't get too far ahead of himself with this one, and no more throwing challenge flags on plays that are already going to be reviewed. Please, we need timeouts. This game. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a barn burner. This has potential to be the best game of the entire regular season this year. But one can probably say the same thing about next week's game against the Miami Dolphins, but we'll save that for another week. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm very nervous about it. I'm very nervous about it. I know a number of 49ers fans. And one thing I have seen, and I've been meaning to talk about this, I've seen a lot of posts and comments, Twitter, all over the place, Facebook, where they're saying for the 49ers it's hunting season. And they've beaten every bird team they faced. Seahawks, Falcons, all Eagles. They're undefeated against bird teams. Well, they haven't come up against the flock yet. So we're gonna show up and show out in this game. We need to show up and show out in this game. And y'all, we got a special guest tonight. I need y'all to give it up for the one, the only, Mr. Hendo. How you doing, sir?
Chilling, what's going on?
You wanna you come say hi? No. Okay. Apparently the missus thought she was a special guest.
She's always a special guest.
Exactly.
They keep that
She,
household happy.
she just never wants to get on the show when I ask her.
It happens.
I ask her all the time to get on the show. She never wants to.
Y'all can do a couples thing.
I've mentioned that to her, so that we could do a whole nother channel, and that could be one of the things we do. And she's just like, she's kind of
Like, I give you
she's camera shy, so it's not something she wants to do. Little one needed to give dad a kiss.
Of course. Hey, when that camera come on, everybody just it's like a moth
Yeah,
to a flame. It
yeah,
just
it is.
attracts
Yeah, it is.
everybody.
It doesn't help that the only lights on too right now are all pointing at me. So the rest of the room is all dark, but you got the light shining over here. So yeah. So sir, what do you think about this game coming up? Is it a game for respect?
No, no. I think the Ravens have respect. The league respects us. Listen, and before the beginning of the season, all people talked about all season long, especially with Aaron Rodgers coming over to the Jets, that the AFC was quarterback heavy and it was going to be tough to make the playoffs. Even they felt like there were going to be some 10-win teams that weren't going to make it. And for the Ravens to be 11-3 with all the injuries that they've had, I think they've garnered enough respect. I think this game is to show, I guess it's kind of like a prove it to ourselves. Like we are a dominant team. And when we go up against the league's best, because I do think the San Francisco 49ers are possibly the first, second best team in the league. And I think it's going to prove to everybody around the world that, listen, this is the year. Now we've talked Super Bowl. Our fan base has talked Super Bowl for years. But I think this is finally the year that there's a clear path. Like, listen, somebody done brought out the hedge cutters, the lawnmower, and clear the path. I mean, you think about it. Tyreek Hill's hurt. Josh Allen and the Bills might not make it. Patrick Mahomes doesn't have wide receivers. Like, we don't really have any opposition. Cincinnati, Jake Brown is balling, but we don't really have that big of an opposition. The only thing standing in the way of the Ravens Super Bowl is the Ravens, so to speak. So I think this game is just a continued dominance, a continued superiority. Because for me, all season long, I've been looking for tests for the defense. And one way or another, and like I said a couple of weeks ago when we played the Rams, I said, yo, this is like the real first test that we've had. And people are like, oh, you crazy? We played this team, we played that team. But if you look at it, other teams had injuries on the offensive line. They've had injuries to wide receivers and certain things. But the Rams came in fully staffed, and they gave us problems. Now, the San Francisco 49ers are on a whole nother level. And if our defense, they don't have to stop them, but if they can slow that offense down, that's going to be a telltale sign that, look, we can go all the way. And if we can score on that defense, whew, geez.
Yeah, it's gonna. That's why like I said, I pointed out earlier, Roquan Smith versus Christian McCaffrey. Right, that's gonna be the battle. That's the battle we have to win. We have to win that battle.
Is it Roquan? Because listen, Coach did a stream earlier with someone from the San Francisco 49ers. And he said that Patrick Queen was a better matchup in coverage than Roquan was.
I believe that. I believe that. I like his coverage ability. But it's me, honestly, if it's me, and this might be a lot of people might not agree with this, but I'd put Kyle Hamilton on him as either on him or Kittle.
That's what I was going to ask you. And my thing is, I think he needs to go on Kittle. But either way, you got to pick your poison. If you put Hamilton on Christian McCaffrey, who are you putting on Kittle?
Yeah. It's gonna be. Well, in that case, it'll probably be Geno Stone, right? I don't know. I feel like we have the guys. I think this is gonna be one of those games where we play a lot of zone coverage.
I mean, we play a lot of zone coverage anyway.
Yeah, but we're gonna be zone heavy. We're gonna have to because they have, like you said, because then you got to worry about Brandon Ayuk. You got to worry about Deebo Samuel. You got these Niners are seriously stacked.
So, okay, and that's kind of hard because we play zone for the most part. We play a lot of zone, right? And My thing is, Kyle Shanahan is an offensive genius. And I'm sure he's been sitting up for the last week designing plays to beat zone. I'm sure of that. So we're going. Mike McDonald his has a game cut out for him. You know what I'm saying? He has a big task at hand. So I think they're gonna have to mix it up. To be honest, they're gonna have to mix up the coverage
Oh yeah,
because
you're forced to.
it's like ugh. But if Brandon Stevens can continue well, if Brandon Stevens can continue what he's been doing all year, and Marlon Humphrey can get back to what a semblance of what has been, that's gonna make for something a little bit better. We just got to figure out the Kittles McCaffrey situation. And
yeah, it's going to be one of those where if we can, okay, so let's say, and this is a big thing here because we've been struggling against the run all year. If somehow those front four can really stop the run, now the passing is what we got to worry about. I think from there, I think we can match up pretty well because, like I said, we stick Kyle Hamilton on Kittle. Say, hey, just follow him,
right,
shadow him wherever he goes. We know he's got the size and the speed to do it.
But that's a big if, though. That's a big
It
if.
is.
We've struggled against lesser backs and lesser offensive lines.
This is true. This is true.
And Coach stated it early. He said, "Listen, because we kind of deploy three safeties and we play Kyle Hamilton in that hybrid role, we don't have the traditional front four. So we're a little bit light up front, playing in those fronts. And if that one guy doesn't seal that edge,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I mean, look what the Rams did. I'm sorry, look at Kyron Williams." And they said it. They said, yeah. And I will say, not to say we're not a good team, but we have been a little bit lucky because they were running on us. And in the second half, they stopped running.
Not even before the second half, that first drive. I told my friend, I got a buddy who's a Rams fan. I told him if they kept running the ball, they would have scored a touchdown on that drive.
That
would have given the points to win the game. That alone would have given the points to win that game. But instead, they decided they got in the red zone and said, we're going to pass it 3 times, all incomplete. And next thing you know, you're settling for 3. So they probably would have won that game if they kept running on us. But for some reason, these guys get in the red zone and just become pass happy. And it's not just them, too. Weirdly, it's across the entire league.
Yeah. Teams don't know how to stick with what works.
Yeah. I mean,
but it looks like the Rams are sticking with what's working now.
They sure are.
Because they are working the same.
They sure are.
Yeah, I need them to do that thing, but I need them to take Puka Nacua out the game. I need them to stop throwing to him. I'm going up against him in fantasy.
But fantasy, I was so hurt. I ended up 6-8 in Coach's League.
Yeah, I did horrible in Coach's League. Injuries did me in.
Same thing happened to me. It seemed like every week somebody was going down. I had to try to switch my lineup. If I didn't switch it in time, I was done for.
But listen, I'm one game away from the Super Bowl, and that's with Nick Chubb, Mike Williams, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, all on injury reserve. One game away. Ironically enough, I played Brodney for the right to go to the Super Bowl in both leagues. In my league and the LBHT league, it's me against Brodney. So you know what I'm saying? But listen, football gods grace me because I can't lose to him and hear his mouth.
I'll tell you what, I lost my I had a league in the Pick'ems league, and that I fell all the way to like 5th. Because I started.
Oh, I know. Because who's number one in all the Pick'em leagues?
Yeah, I know.
But somehow Brandon Buckton came up. Like me and Brandon every week.
You know what I did that messed me up? I started looking at the percentages of what people were picking.
Can't do that.
And I go, you know what, I'm gonna go the opposite. Because certain games, I'm like, this could go either way. I'm gonna go with the lesser percentage because then I can make up some ground.
Are you crazy?
Or I could hold on. But it backfired big time. Backfired Big time.
You fell all the way back.
Yeah. It's okay though. It's
It's not
okay.
okay.
It's
not
not. It's probably too late to make a comeback.
It's never too late to make a comeback, but with the way I'm picking, it's too late.
Yeah, you've been on a roll.
Oh
You've
yeah.
been on a roll.
Oh yeah, but I got some tough ones
I
this
got
week.
us. I did the crazy thing this week. I
What's
got
that?
us as my highest point game.
Do you really?
Yes, I
This is
do.
why.
And
This
I
is why
got us.
you. This
And
is
I
why.
got us winning.
This is why you fall back. I got us winning, but I got them as the lowest point game.
Yeah. See, I got us as the highest point game, and I got us winning.
Tell me your logic for that.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I figured a lot of people would be either picking the Niners
Mhm.
or they'd have it as a low point game. And I had
Right.
other games that I felt were obvious wins
Right.
that I thought people would kind of drift the other way on. Because there's certain games where it looks like it should be an obvious win, but it's not. And I think
Right.
people will drift the other way on those. So
Right.
I kind of middle of the field those.
No,
But I had
no,
a really strong
no,
feeling about our Ravens and 49ers game.
no,
A
no,
certain way
no,
it's gonna go.
no. That's not how you do it, though. You put like let's say you have the Chiefs versus the Patriots. That should be
Oh
your
yeah.
highest. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
normally that's my high. Yeah, that's how I normally do it. That's how I've been doing it every other
But
week.
this
This
can't
week,
go either way. This can't go either way. That's how you blowing points.
well, that was like I said, I did that this way, that way, every other week. This is the only week where I've done it this way.
Rest 3 weeks left. You're done for.
Every other week, I've had either the Patriots game or the Giants game or something like that as my highest point game, and I picked against that team. So that's
Yeah,
how
we
I
lost.
kind of stayed afloat.
We all lost out on the Packers.
Oh, facts.
We all lost.
Yeah,
I had that up there. I had to like 13 or 14.
yeah,
Y'all lost.
me too. Me too. I think I had that as 15 for me, and
But
that hurt me.
but back to this game. Like I'm excited. I'm extremely. I was listen. Let me tell you what. I was so excited for this game. I was actually putting together a stream for tonight, but then I saw you streaming, and it was like, never mind. I ain't gonna do it.
Sure, you can still stream.
It's too late now, man. I put
It's right over to your channel.
I put everything up, and I stopped doing what I was doing. Once I saw this, I was like, all right, good. Somebody got the night covered.
Well, there's always tomorrow night.
Yeah, I don't really live stream
Right.
anymore.
Matter of fact, we don't have anybody streaming on Friday nights.
I thought it was supposed to be like Jay, but
No, Jay. So Jay originally,
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Listen. This chat been quiet for 15 minutes.
Perfect timing.
Minutes. Then all of a sudden, great. Are you lucky to get a stream out of me on Sunday?
Listen.
I'm gonna tell you what.
She's got a point though, and I agree with it 100%.
Listen, I'm an extremist, and I'm an extremist in the fact of if I'm working, I work too hard. If I'm not working, I'm not working too hard. So having the last 3 weeks off, not having to worry about streaming, it is the best feeling in the world. I was actually contemplating giving up YouTube.
Hey, it's not the best feeling in the world for us. Okay, we were looking for streams. I know I was.
No, I mean, but the games were all like late at night. And then it was like, all right, well, I'll do it tomorrow.
So what?
I figured if I streamed like 12 o'clock,
games.
I figured if I streamed like 12 o'clock, nobody be watching, nobody really care. So I was just like, maybe next week.
We'd have been watching.
And then the next week. And then 1 week.
Who's covering the Ravens game? The Ravens Niners game. Who's streaming that?
Coach.
Oh, okay.
I will probably be I'll be on with Coach, right? So this is the plan. I'm gonna go on with Coach and share that stream with him and use that as my stream.
That's like cheating.
How's it cheating? Is it
I get it. No, it works.
Is it streaming?
It is streaming. It's going to your
channel. Am I a participant?
Yes.
You know, and
see, I got to do that.
Yeah, listen, and you gotta go into your settings and share it so like people can share the stream because it even helps out the people who you streaming with. Like it brings eyes to the channel, and like they'll wonder like if I was streaming right now to my channel, they would wonder why I'm on the right side, and then realize it's your channel, and then come to your channel. So it cross pollinates. You know what I'm saying, to help people grow. Hold up, that is not what. Only leading counts as a stream.
Wow, that's a new one. I didn't know.
I didn't know that either.
I don't know.
But
I didn't know that.
listen. If I stream Sunday, I'm not streaming Friday because I was going to do a preview stream. So I can still do a preview. I can do a preview stream on Sunday. How about that?
Let's ask the people.
No, and
What do y'all think? Y'all think he should stream Friday and Sunday?
Man,
Or
listen,
just
we're here to talk about the Ravens. We're not here to talk about my channel. We're here to talk about the Ravens 49ers, the game of the year. I think this is supposedly through DVOA, the best game in like the last 17 years. Like the highest rated
it's got
team.
potential to be. That's definitely for sure.
Man,
you're talking about being excited. I'm crazy excited. I actually was working with somebody yesterday who is a 49ers fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I went into my truck and I happened to have, we were working outside in the cold. I had my Ravens pullover.
Mm-hmm.
I went and whipped that thing out in the middle of the day. He looked at me, he said, "Oh, so that's how we doing it?" I said, "You darn right." You darn right. We about to stomp all over that red and gold. I had to hold us down for a little bit there because this game has, I think the entire league is excited about it.
They are.
The amount of playmakers on both teams. This is different. We haven't had a game built like this where both sides of the ball are stacked. It's going to be a show.
It is. I want to see what Lamar does to this defense. Let's don't keep putting up people comments, bro. Like we don't need that negativity. It's Christmas time. We don't need that negativity in there.
But there's not negative about that. We were supposed to get hanging with Hendo back.
Listen. I'm trying to listen. Life is life. Life is life right now. And I'm trying to get some things.
If anybody understands that, it's me. I'll tell you that. Life definitely be life.
Right. I mean, it'll be back. It will be back. I'm not saying it's.
I'm prepared to be a guest.
Yeah, I mean, listen. It's for everybody. Hang with Hendo's for everybody, and I'm trying to get something in my mind to kind of revamp it. You know what I mean? So it's different than before because after a while it started getting stale, asking people to ask questions, and because people start asking the same questions over and over again. So I might just start having just topics and everybody just discuss them and stuff.
Listen. As long as we get hanging with Hendo, the format will be successful no matter what.
I ain't even worried about it being successful. It's just something I do and have some fun. But I do excuse me, I do have some special news coming out for my next stream. Y'all gonna see that then. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna deliver it to the world.
Oh, you got to listen. We just got an exclusive, y'all. There's some special news coming soon. Y'all be on the lookout for that because I know I will be. I'm gonna be on everything.
Something real special.
Make sure I catch it.
No, it's gonna be on the next one. It's gonna be on the next one. If it's tomorrow or if it's Sunday, I'm putting it out for the next one. I just gotta put a little video or something together for it to hype it up and make it seem grandiose.
Okay, so let's make that tomorrow then, because I can't wait. I'm bad at waiting. So tomorrow would be great.
I'd like a pregame stream on Friday and a last minute check-in on Sunday before the game.
I agree. That is a great idea.
You know what I would
phenomenal idea.
You know what I would like right now? I would like a hot cup of tea, and I would like for people to respond to messages in a timely fashion. But we all can't get what we want.
I can't argue that.
Right.
I can't argue that because it usually takes certain people a while when I ask, "Hey, Are y'all coming on the stream tonight? Are y'all co-hosting tonight? They take a little bit to get back to me.
Listen, if
Just
it
saying.
take you more than 3 days, I stop looking for a reply.
Ooh, 3 days is steep.
Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah, man. Somebody don't
that's
respond to you in
steep.
3 days. That means that they picked up their phone and was like this. Not today.
Yep, exactly. 3 days is steep.
I'm not
I don't
actually
even know
thinking
if
either.
I don't even know if we regular cool after that. 3
Right.
days.
That mean we beat. Yo, listen. That mean we got some beef. And like
3 days. You done looked at it, had
right.
your chance to think about it. Everything else and still didn't find me important enough to reply.
How about that? Like, look, like we used to say growing up, I'd rather be egg rolling than beef yocking. And a lot of people not going to understand what that means.
Hey, hold on, real quick. Shout out Raven C in the building. What's good, my boy? That's
What's up,
another
man?
content creator, Ravens content creator. And he be streaming during the games too. I'll be
Yeah,
having
you
to
do.
bounce back and forth between him and Coach and Graven
Look,
and everybody going at the same time.
so listen, but this is how you do it. You pull up 3 screens, right? You pull up 3 screens and you have all the people doing it at the same time. But what you have to do is you have to mute the volume on two and bring up the volume on another and just keep switching out the volume to each of them. So then that way all of them get their watch time and then you can hear the different perspectives from the different people. That's how I do it.
Yeah, I usually do it on at least two because I got my phone and then I got my tablet. So I'll play two there.
Oh, you using a tab
And
like
then I
if you had
watch the game on the TV.
okay, because if you had a desktop, then
Yeah, I don't have a desktop, unfortunately. I'm
or a
working on
laptop.
that. I even need a laptop. I don't even have a laptop. I'm working on getting one of those. So everything I do, even now, streaming right now, I'm streaming from a tablet. As crazy as it sounds, but
Do what you gotta
we
do.
do what we can with what we can, right?
Right, because I need to listen. I listen. This streaming crap. I need to get a new computer. I need to get a new desktop or a new laptop. I thought because they like to say Apple is the best. Went out and got
Mm-hmm.
a MacBook Air, and apparently this ain't enough to really stream with. You need an actual streaming laptop or desktop. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Or else you're gonna have problems. Because if it's a big if, hold me to it. If I continue doing YouTube in 2024, I'm gonna do a call-in show for next season.
Okay, I'd love to be a part of that. That's fire. I
Yeah.
need to see that. They
Yeah.
so one of the laptops I was looking at, which they say gaming laptops are good for streaming
Yes.
as well. So I was looking at the Asus Pro Duo.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what
Listen,
happens. It's a
listen.
little bit expensive. If y'all want me to get one of those, I'm gonna need y'all to donate to the channel and go cop some merch in my store. I got some new stuff out. Matter of fact, I shared a design earlier with my two co-hosts that never co-host.
Right, right.
And
Just them
one
dudes.
of them replied. So the other one I still haven't heard from yet. He like that. He like the
I'm
one you
guessing.
said three
I'm,
days.
I'm guessing you talking about. I'm guessing you talking about Jay.
Yeah, Jay the Ghost.
I'm guessing you talking about
He's the
Jay.
real ghost because
Right.
that boy be missing. He
Start
be
calling him.
missing.
Start calling him James St. Patrick.
And you see, my boy Jared got it right. Hit that like button. You know what I'm saying?
But listen,
Show us some love.
listen. Let me tell you what I found out a minute. It was like that, man, like 10 years ago or so. I found out, and I didn't, when you don't know about things, you just guess. I went to go get a laptop, and the guy was like, "Here, get this Asus." And I was like, "Asus?" He said, "If you don't get out my face, kind of find out Asus is the number 2
Yep.
ranked company in the world for computers and laptops." I
Yep.
did at that time. I did not know that.
Yeah. They put out a lot of great products. And
Ooh,
we are not promoting them.
oh
I'm
no.
just saying,
That's
you
what you
know.
looked at. Listen, since you love pulling up comments, pull up that last comment.
I was actually about to pull it up.
Okay, make sure you go ahead.
This is not true.
That
This is
seems
not
true to
true at
me.
all.
Seems true to me. But I'm gonna say this: I ain't never seen anybody have a nice stream in a month of Sundays.
That's part of why I say it's not true. But when he has streamed, I've been there. I've been in the comments. I've been in all the comments. Now he's saying I haven't. I guess he's saying I haven't co-hosted, but his co-host was Jay.
You can use the third.
So you know, and I
Mo,
say,
Mo better make it
you
Mo
need
better.
me. Yeah, if you need me, you know I'll be there.
Don't
But
you can't
some nights,
do that. You can't say if you need me, I'll be there. Either you there or you not there. Because
listen,
apparently, if I asked you, I need you there.
yeah, but no, wait, these nights he didn't ask me.
Oh,
Right, this is what he's leaving out. So he decided to do a pop up stream and then said, "Hey, I'm about to get on now. Yeah, I
he
want to
said
join."
he said he retired.
I can't. I can't. No, I can't join, sir. It's a little late. I had no clue you were streaming. My stuff ain't set up. You know what I mean? He didn't set it up like today. I set up. I didn't. I asked him before I even set the stream up.
Right.
This was like 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago. So, but he tended to pop up on me last minute, and I've done it to him sometimes, and I don't expect him to always show up. When I pop up on you last minute, but the Thursdays have been a standing thing, so he kind of knew every Thursday.
Brandon ain't got nothing to do. Once he get over, he ain't got nothing to do. He ain't got no kids.
A triple threat. Oh, okay. So you're talking about that one time that was literally one time, and I think I was in the middle of a family issue that night, and that was a while back. But yeah, I remember that one time. But according to you retired, which I don't know what that's about.
He retired from live
He's just
streaming.
he's just yeah, he's just in it for making videos now. And Raven C said Acers and Linux is good too. And that's true. Those are good too. There's a few I've checked out. So and there's some cheap ones that I've been checking out. Something just to hold over till I can get the bigger, name
So
stuff.
this is what you do. This is what you do. You can you do it? You're not using OBS, but I had to figure out a way to get you an overlay, and you're gonna have an overlay with a donation bar to help you till you reach your goal to get that computer, and it can be on the screen. I don't know how you
Yeah.
would do that without OBS.
Yeah, I gotta figure something out. That's one of the things that makes it so hard with streaming on a tablet because you're limited in your processing power and what you can actually do. Makes things a lot tougher. Like if you'd have seen alone how long it took me even to send you the link, to click the link to get it sent to you while I was streaming, outrageous how long it took.
It happens, bro.
Outrageous.
As long as you stream,
But
that's all that matters.
and that's what I'm going for, until I get to that place where I can have that perfect setup or at least a nice enough setup. I'm just gonna keep going and giving all I got. And I think that's one of the things I love about our community too, is because they they rock with you, get into end.
Right. So listen, my next setup, what I'm trying to get is I'm trying to get a desktop, and I'm trying to get some cameras that follow you. So I want to have a camera here, camera here, camera here, and every time I look in a certain direction, that camera pops on. So it's not just constant, just looking at me straight on. It's just different
Yep.
angles and things like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
trying
I've
trying to trying to
tried doing
trying to
that with
take it
my
over.
setup now. I've tried doing that with my setup now, but I needed a second. I had bought a second camera.
Mm-hmm.
I had it hooked up one day before I was getting ready to stream, and the second camera crapped out immediately. So I had to return. I just returned it. Got my money back. It's hard to find good stuff for cheap.
It is.
She says, "Keep going."
That's right. You gotta keep going because when I retire, y'all got to pick up the slack.
You hear that, Ghost? I know you in the comments, but We
What?
ain't letting this man retire anytime soon, though. So, you know,
Man, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping on that one. Like,
you
I don't know.
ain't retiring no time soon.
Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Is that? It's a
He dropped
no.
a dime.
That's
Rashid
not.
Shaheed.
That's not Chris Olave. That ain't Chris Olave that scored touchdowns.
Nah, nah, buddy. That boy got speed too, though. Rashid
Yeah,
Shaheed is a problem.
he is.
I got him on my fantasy team too, and I ain't playing him this week. I ain't playing him this week. But he doesn't always get as much praise or as he deserves. He's not seen much too because he's been off and on with injuries this year.
And the Derek Carr, Derek Carr's his quarterback. What do you expect?
This is true.
And I don't care what David Carr say. Your brother's not top 10, nor is he top 5.
That is also true.
Jameis is better than him.
Whoa, hold on. James who? James Winston?
Winston. Let's look at New Orleans Jameis Winston, not Tampa Bay Jameis Winston.
Well, hold on. Even Tampa Bay James Winston has some numbers.
He did, but the turnovers, he had the turnovers to go with the numbers.
Yeah.
Because he just tried to force the ball in too many places. But my thing is this, and it's not an excuse for him, but I got Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. I'm just gonna throw the ball up too.
This is true.
Go get it.
But this is true.
But I mean, what has Derek Carr done since he left, or even in his last year with Las Vegas? They let him go for Jimmy Garoppolo.
They're the same quarterback, by the way. I think they're the same guy.
Derek Carr's a little bit. I'm gonna give Derek Carr a little bit of credit. He's a little bit better than Jimmy Garoppolo.
I really feel like they're the same guy because Jimmy G is just.
I mean,
I've never. I know a lot of people was like Jimmy G when he was with the Patriots. He came in, he did his thing for a little bit. I never liked Jimmy G as a quarterback. I always thought he was suspect to say the least, and I think he's proven me 100% correct.
You know what? You know what? You know what? You brought up a good topic that I wish I'd have thought about way back when. So, Tom Brady got hurt. Or no, Tom Brady was suspended. He was suspended for the first 4 games of the season. Jimmy G came in and played 3 of the first 4 because he got hurt like the second game, and old black boy came in. Jacoby Brissett came in. So off of 4 games, he made a name, got traded to San Francisco. Now where this comes into play, is after I think it was 5 starts. It was either 5 or 7 starts. After 5 or 7 starts, at that time they gave Jimmy Garoppolo the largest contract in NFL history. But yet still the Baltimore Ravens, for all Lamar Jackson did for them, gave him this much flack and hassle. So I ain't gonna call it what it is, but I'll let you decide what that is for yourself.
Yeah, no. You go ahead and call a spade because there's
5 games.
That's and he's not the only one that this has happened with. If you remember back before when Russell Wilson got drafted.
Oh, Mike Flynn. Mike Flynn.
Yeah. Mike Flynn had 3 games as the Packers quarterback?
He did. Mike Flynn got paid, but he didn't get richest contract in the NFL history.
No, he didn't get richest contract, but they offered 3 games, said, "Oh, you're that guy." And they paid him and gave him a starting job that he lost.
And he didn't start one game.
Not one game.
But hey, listen, shout out to Mike Flynn. Like if I can go do something for a little bit, and they like, here, take this bag. Appreciate you.
Yeah. So I gotta give him credit. Yes, he completely swindled them. Like 100%. But it goes to show that certain teams, they see what they believe to be a talent and they jump on it. And then there's other teams that hesitate. And, also there's certain degrees of color
Yeah,
that
shades.
gives you more benefit than others.
Yeah. But could
You
you
know,
imagine? Could you imagine if we'd signed Lamar earlier and saved a lot of that money?
well, not only that, if they signed him earlier and got him weapons earlier,
But that's what I'm saying. If they signed him early and saved some of that money, they could have went out and got some other weapons.
like this team could have been a problem for a long time. So now,
Yeah.
but now we're in a position where we're looking at. I think most Ravens fans are looking at it as this is year 6. It's basically all or nothing with this year. I know we got Lamar signed for the future,
Mm-hmm.
but it's one of those things where we know the window is closing, right? We got to get that ring before it's not possible to get any more.
I won't say the window's closing, but I will say this is a do or die season to an extent because if not, it's going to get a lot harder. You think about this iteration of the Baltimore Ravens is going to be dramatically different after this season, and we're already, as usual, up against the salary cap. Now, I know it's supposed to go up significantly. They haven't figured out the number, but you got to think about it. If and when maybe Patrick Queen has to be signed, just a matter of BK may have to be signed. Who else? Odell Beckham Jr. may have to be signed. We may want to re-sign Aguilar Nelson. We need to repair. Gus is gone. JK is gone, or their contracts are
Justin,
done.
I think Hill's contract is coming up too.
He's got one more year left, I think. It's a bunch of people that we
Geno
have.
Stone.
Geno Stone, he's going to need something. So it's a bunch of people that we're going to have to pay, and this team isn't going to be the same, and we're not going to be able to re-sign all of them. Listen, and most importantly to me, Mike McDonald might be gone.
Yeah,
What are we
he's
going to
going to
do
get head coaching offers. He's
now?
going to get head coaching offers.
Now, comically, they've also said that Todd Monken is going to be getting offers because it's an offensive league and they want offensive coaches, but I don't see Todd Monken getting offered a job.
No, not yet, not yet. I don't think he's proven enough yet. I mean, maybe I could see them saying maybe if we won the Super Bowl in some significant offensive fashion, they say okay, yeah. If somebody says let's go get Monken, but
Rage,
without that, aside from that,
rage, rage. In what
I'm
offensive
just
fashion?
saying.
Listen, 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 listen. We've been hearing all season long. Get offensive chance, man. It's only week 2. Man, it's only week 6. They're gonna get it together. You know, they ain't had no preseason
This is
together.
true.
Their preseason was like the first 3 games. Now they getting it together. Man, it's only week 11. They gonna finally find that form. Man, it's only week 14. We still got a couple games. We just getting ready for the playoffs.
This is
Now,
true.
miraculously, we're gonna figure it out for a
This
stretch, not for a game, for a stretch.
maybe. I mean, at least we hope so, right? We hope so, but not enough for him to get a head coach.
Ronnie Stanley's hurt. Morgan Moses is injured. John Simpson is John Simpson. I don't know how much longer we can continue to hope that Kevin Zeitler is going to play as he has the last 6 weeks. And now they're rotating people in and out.
Yeah.
So without them, and we just saw against the Jaguars a team that laid down to a bunch of teams, and we couldn't give Lamar the time to pass the ball. We have the 49ers who have the best defensive line in football. They also have the 2 best linebackers in football. Kid would nobody say. Ravens fans be damned. Sorry. They have the 2 best linebackers.
It's close. It's 1A and 1.
Listen. It could be 1 and 0.99. That 1 is still better. So what I'm saying is they got to go up against that defense. Then next week we take on the Miami Dolphins. Even though they lost old boy from Miami, Phillips. Even though they lost Phillips, they still have Bradley Chubb. They still have Jalen Ramsey. They have what is it? The dude that we cut, Siler. We drafted him way back in the day, and we cut him. And he went down there. He went down there to be a star. Like, they have a defense. They got Jalen Ramsey. They got Xavier Howard. They got Javon Holland. Xavier Howard and Javon Holland. So that's another defense that can be stout. Then in week 18, we go against the Steelers, offensively putrid, but they still got TJ Watt. They still got Alex Highsmith. So we have these defenses that know how to go out there and do some things. So you're telling me against these top defenses, this is when we're going to decide we're going to get it together.
I mean, we need to, right? We need to.
I hope so, but it ain't looking good. It's looking like it has been. Lamar, go do your thing. If you don't stop throwing it to Shaheed and throw it to
We got another guest in the building. I'm gonna call him a guest until he decides he's ready to be a co-host again.
You know what?
Mr.
I'm
Ghost.
Guest. Guest sounds great.
Oh, now guest sounds great. You trying to give up on all the duties, huh? You done streaming. You said you claiming you retiring from streaming. Now you trying to give up guest co-host duties.
Come on, Chris Olave touchdown.
Look, I'm hinting on a still conspiracy on Tuesday.
Right, I'm a guest.
That doesn't work in
Get
this
him.
situation.
He's right there. No, he dropped it.
He dropped it. Mm-hmm.
That was a bad pass. Bad pass, bro.
Of course it was. It came from David Carr. I'm sorry, Derek Carr.
But the problem is Derek Carr is going to yell at him like he's the problem. Cut in.
He beamed that thing right at his head too.
And behind him, like
yeah.
And look at him. Look at his face. What are you doing for? If you threw a proper pass, you would. That's why I can't stand David Carr, Derek Carr.
Does this have fantasy football implications?
He's always getting his receipts. He's getting his dirt.
Of
course
for him,
does, but I just don't like. Turn around. No, I just don't like the fact that David Carr gets on TV. Yeah, it was that David Carr gets on TV and is like, my brother is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. My brother, your brother ain't crap, just like you weren't crap. But I mean, David Carr made a lot of money though. He was no one overall, but he made a lot of money. He won a Super Bowl with the Giants.
Well, the Giants won a Super Bowl.
Well, Eli got him a Super Bowl.
I wanted David Carr to be good when he first got drafted.
I did too. But, I mean, listen.
He was so bad.
David, and I'm not even gonna hold you. David Carr was not a bad quarterback. David Carr was shell-shocked. Houston had the worst offensive line I've seen in the last 25 years, and that man got beat the heck up. And it just got to a point where every time he dropped back the pass, he's looking around like, is somebody gonna hit me? Like,
he set records for most sack QB or something like that.
At the time, yeah, he did. Like they beat him up, and look at DeMarcus Robinson out here balling.
DeMarcus Robinson just out here balling. I was about to say the same thing. He's out here balling now, right?
He out here balling. Well, let's not say that. Like it is New Orleans defense.
At least David Carr's offensive lineman picked him up.
We don't have that. We don't have that. Oh, you know what? Speaking of offensive linemen, bruh, Trent Williams. Who are they putting on Trent Williams?
Just put your sorriest pass rusher over there because they're not going to win regardless.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Just put Ojabo over there to take up space. Like
who's our worst pass rusher though?
I mean, honestly, in all seriousness, put Malik over there and let him just do his run fits.
No, Malik is there to set the edge. He's not there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. None of our pass rushers are going to get past Trent. Malik can at least set the edge and do his job, like making sure the runs don't bounce outside. But I mean, Oweh's not going to win that matchup.
Put Oweh over there. Put Oweh over there because you don't expect him to do anything. But if he beats him, it boosts his confidence.
Right. Let him do some of them tornadoes and pick up some leaves.
Don't do that. Bro.
Always been pretty decent this season.
Don't do that.
He's played a lot better than expected.
Yeah, we don't joke Oweh anymore. He
doesn't have the sack totals, but he's pressuring. He's getting there.
Right.
He's just not finishing.
Listen, we don't call him Jason anymore. Now we call him Whiff.
G5 tornadoes.
All you hear is wind when he get near quarterback. Oh damn!
His speed could be a problem for him. So
if his GPS could find the QB.
Oh man! Next week the Jets and the Browns.
These Thursday night lineups have.
I'm putting like $1,000 in that game.
For who?
For the Browns.
Oh, because
December Flacco and it just can't goddamn throw for 2 cents.
Because beginning of the
top
season,
2 defenses and only one team has a QB.
beginning of the season, when I did my AFC North preview, I said that the Browns were going to challenge the Ravens for the division, and everybody said, "Ha, you stupid! The Browns ain't never did nothing."
I agree with you.
I'm not saying you person. I'm just saying the masses. They be like, "You stupid! The Browns ain't never did nothing." I said, "All right." And even without their starting quarterback and the best running back in the NFL, look what they're doing.
Yeah, I felt bad for you and Trill.
More defense.
And knock on wood. Listen, don't drop these games against the 49ers and the Dolphins.
They be right back in it.
The Browns are right in it for the division title. We know that's not gonna happen, but don't sleep though.
Do you think Joe Flacco could carry them through the playoffs though?
First of all, Joe Flacco in the playoffs is a whole nother monster. Wait, Raven, see who doing nothing? You listen, I need you to look at it like this, Raven. See, Joe Flacco 4 weeks ago was sitting on his couch. This man had to come in, learn a new offense, get acclimated to a new system. Now I know people are gonna look at last week and be like, "Oh, he threw 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions." 2 of those interceptions. Ooh, good catch, Marcus.
Touchdown to Marcus Robinson.
2 of those interceptions were off of Cedric Tillman's hands, throwing it to Cedric Tillman. But just amazing that Cleveland has like 3 300-yard passing games in a row. I don't think none of them have. I think Deshaun Watson maybe had 1, but Cleveland hasn't had a 300-yard passer all season long. And for Joe to come in at 38 years old and do that, having not played this entire season, imagine what's happening now as he's getting to learn his receivers. He's learning the playbook. I want Joe Flacco to do everything humanly possible but beat the Ravens. It's not what I want to see. I want to see him play the Ravens and let the defense beat up on him a little bit, but Joe Flacco.
That offensive line, they got a good offensive line over there.
If the Jets would have started Flacco, they'd probably be at the top of their division right now.
And that's the crazy part, and that's why I think Robert Saleh needs to be fired. He started for them last year. Joe Flacco almost beat the Ravens. If you look at the first game against the Ravens, Joe Flacco almost beat them. It's just that the receivers had some drops and they didn't know what they were doing. He took them to a comeback win. They were down. They were down like 11 points with 1 minute and 30 seconds left against the Jets. Against the Browns, he brought it back against the win. Like Joe Flacco did his thing. So when Aaron Rodgers went down, you would have thought he said, "Hey, Joe, come back in and take over," because Zach Wilson ain't it. But of course, them being stupid, they went the other way. And I know Cleveland is glad for it. Like even Pittsburgh, it's so many teams that could have signed Joe Flacco, and now they're sitting there kicking themselves. Like, that's the other pass.
They pointed out an interesting fact during that game that Joe Flacco's first career game-winning drive was against the Browns. And then the last one he had prior to this season was for the Jets against the Browns. And then the one he got this season, obviously, is for the Browns. So it's something Cleveland kind of just works for Joe. I don't know.
He talking about this 2012 January. Listen, so let's take it to 2015. Divisional playoffs against the New England Patriots. Joe Flacco leads the Baltimore Ravens to 2 14-point leads. 2 14-point lead against the Patriots at the height of their power. And Rashawn Melvin by himself threw that game away. Even if you look at the last pass of that game, Joe Flacco threw a touchdown strike to Torrey Smith, who stopped running and turned and looked at the ball, go for an interception. And if he'd have just kept running, that would have been a touchdown. I mean, it's a long time ago, but listen, the man do what the man do. Like, you can't hate on a man. Like, man got 8 touchdowns in 3 games?
People get very upset with me when I talk negatively about Joe Flacco. But I say it and I mean it. In the playoffs, he was below average. Like,
whoa. I mean, I don't get upset, but I get upset. But after that first year, when he threw for like 34 yards against the Patriots, every year after that, I think it was like 2010. Yeah, I think it was 2010. Because 2011, that was the year to Billy Cundiff and all that other dumb stuff. After that year, Flacco was clutching the playoffs.
No. That's why I said regular season. That's why I said
regular season. He was, except for 2015, regular season, he was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I always say he was a below average quarterback in the regular
recent
season.
Lamar playoffs. I mean,
come on, let's see. I wasn't even gonna go there. I wasn't even gonna go there. I wasn't even gonna be the one to say that.
We can't talk recent Lamar playoffs, but we hating on a man from back in the day that's showing some spry ability now.
Brandon, this is a Ravens channel.
We can't really talk Joe Flacco recently playoffs because he hasn't been in the playoffs recently.
Right, he's been with the Jets.
I'm just saying, time ain't a placeholder. All we can do is judge on their performance now. Lamar's performance now, we feel like his playoffs is going to be good. Joe Flacco's performance, so why can't he be good in the playoffs?
You know what?
We're not. Well, yeah, that's a good point. That's an amazing point. Because Joe Flacco he can definitely come out and be a huge threat in the playoffs. End up having a great playoff run.
He's a huge.
I don't think he will because of this defense.
Okay, well, listen. You want to talk recently? I'm gonna talk less than a week ago. Less than a week ago, Joe Flacco threw for 387 yards. 387. Nobody's asking him to outplay Lamar because he doesn't play defense. Like, you don't have to outplay Lamar. But
they really just need Joe to go out there and not turn the ball over.
But let me tell you what, we as Ravens, well, us, our kind, we got lucky last year. Because if Tyler Huntley would have beat the Cincinnati Bengals, you know what narrative
we might not have Lamar Jackson
if we did. You know what narrative they would have spun? Like
Lamar can't win in the playoffs, but Huntley did.
Right against Joe Burrow and the Bengals.
Is he gonna be right in the verse Huntley did?
Right. So I can't hold you. I'm so glad Tyler Huntley lost that game. So glad he lost that game.
Listen.
It got ugly.
I needed us to lose. I was hoping it would lead to Harbaugh being gone too, but that didn't happen.
First of all, anytime Lamar gets hurt, they'll use that as an excuse or a crutch. Like, if Lamar was still here, we would have done so many things. So his job would be safe. I mean, now if we lose the first round of playoffs this year, conversation needs to be had.
Yeah, I heard Belichick might be available. Can we trade coaches?
I don't know if I want Bill.
So why not? I'm gonna tell you like this. I heard something on TV the other day. I forgot who it was. I think it was Jeff Saturday. I think he said, "Listen," he said, "the one thing that you don't know about Bill Belichick is Bill Belichick is the only coach that he's ever met in his life who can coach any position on the field. He can coach wide receivers, he can coach outside linebackers, he can coach quarterbacks, and know what he's doing. The only mistake that you get with Bill Belichick is when you let him be general manager and evaluate talent. That's the one thing he can't evaluate talent. Because I don't know why he keep taking punters and kickers in the third round."
Hold on, Belichick's a Maryland boy. He's a Maryland-made man.
Listen,
come home and do something.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I guarantee you think our defense is rocking now? Let Bill Belichick become the head coach. This defense will be unstoppable.
Run fits, run gaps.
But I get it though. But
he couldn't. So, I think a big part of it is because he couldn't pull the plug on, that guy that he's got over there now. Who, MJ.
Yeah, that's
I feel disrespectful calling him MJ.
His mama named him McCorkle. I'm gonna call him McCorkle.
See, the thing is, like Robot said, he can't judge talent, but when you give him a playbook, he will give you this is where he's supposed to be. This is what time you're supposed to be here. If you look at all their routes, like if you do a all 22 of all their routes, they make them run their routes, not full speed, perfect timing. If you run this way and the safety does this, your two reads are over here. If he comes across the safety does this, your two run reads are over there. Like Nelson Aguilar called it in the game against, was it the Rams? He said, "Hey, if I run across, that safety's going to take me and you can throw it underneath the Zay." He came to the sideline and called that. That's how Belichick runs his whole entire playbook. That's why Ocho couldn't get on the field, because he couldn't get the timing with the other receivers. Not because he wasn't good enough, not because he didn't know the playbook, but you have to have timing with everything. Even when, you blitz out of this gap, you got to be there 1.5 seconds later to close the gap on the quick slant that he's going to throw.
Yeah,
Belichick is that guy.
You think all of that was Matt Judon? Now, I'm not saying Matt Judon's not talented.
Judon's talented to get where he needs to get.
But you think all of that was Judon? That was Bill Belichick, bro. Part of it was.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. He can coach like nobody's business.
But like I said, if you bring him to Baltimore,
solid taste with him right now.
But if you bring him to Baltimore, all he's doing is coaching.
This is true.
Or
we have a GM.
Or I made a suggestion that for a couple first round picks, we can trade John Harbaugh and just elevate Mike Macdonald.
That will work for me too at this point because he's done such a great job with his defense.
Right,
the players seem to love him as a coordinator.
Yeah, right. Let him run the defense. We got offensive coordinator in place.
Yeah, we could do better.
Stop playing. That man is terrible. If this man ever walked in a Ravens building, I might change jerseys.
Hey, Raven,
a terrible coach.
Hey, Raven, see
Steve McNair's whole career.
Raven, see, you didn't even have to put the laughing emoji. We knew that was a joke.
Yeah, like
we knew that was a joke.
Terrible. That man's terrible. That man is terrible.
But no,
I've never seen somebody's career last as long as it did off of one playoff appearance.
Riverboat Ron Rivera is a terrible coach. He's never had back-to-back winning seasons. How's he still coaching? How? But yes, but Brandon, but to your point, but your point, right? life raft Ron. But to your point, Brandon, Todd Monken's a horrible offensive coordinator. He does not know what he's doing. He does not know how to call plays. Now, I will say his passing concepts and his routes are a lot better, but he does not know how to call a game. If you look at all these games that we're playing, we run an offense that don't do diddly squat, and we just go back to Greg Roman's Lamar, just run it and make plays.
I didn't say he was a great coordinator. I just said elevate Tim and leave Monken where he is, because you let him be
why?
You got Monken be a head coach.
Go get Eric Bieniemy.
That'll work for me too. But if you let Monken be a head coach, boy, I'm out the door.
Because the Chiefs are looking like they miss Eric Bieniemy right now.
How about that? But they're not talking about that though. You notice how they're not talking about that?
Nobody's talking about that. Yep. Yep. You're absolutely right. They swept that right under the rug.
Right under the rug. It's all they need wide receivers. No, Eric Bieniemy expected perfection out of them. Now we know you can't be perfect, but I can expect you to strive for perfection, so you can be the best version of yourself. And if you watch them, like Kadarius Toney, like Eric Bieniemy would not have that with him. Like a lot of those are mental lapses, and I think Gronkowski said it. He said, "Yo, he doesn't love football. He just loves what football brings to him." You know what I'm saying? So I think Eric Bieniemy in there would have those guys in line. And Andy Reid is a laid-back coach. You know, Matt Nagy, nobody respects him.
Shit, he about to lose Mahomes if he keep putting Tony in positions to run routes and drop balls. Because Mahomes is getting he's 2 years
take Tony off the field.
When you see Mahomes on the sideline cussing,
you know it's bad.
Yeah, you know it's bad.
It's like when who was it that Lamar was cussing out one time? He was running the wrong routes. I know it was Miles Boykin.
I'm sorry, Miles Boykin.
Somebody else, and
he cussed out Pat. He cussed out Pat Ricard. No, he cussed out Pat Ricard because he was running and Pat Ricard didn't block the dude in front of him. And he got like, yo.
Yep. He let him know.
He got one more time.
But okay, I got a question.
He had that time where Stanley had to grab Lamar and.
Yeah.
Hey, chill, Lamar.
I have a question for y'all. So this offseason, Hollywood Brown is a free agent. Do we bring him back?
Nah, because he doesn't have the route running skills that we need. We have more technical route running guys.
Wait. False. That is 100% false, sir.
If it ain't a straight line or
you're 100%. Okay, you're 100% false, sir.
I'll say this:
you were working 2 years ago. You were working too much. I can see that right now because if you watch 2 years ago and don't watch the second half of the season, watch the beginning of the season when Hollywood was going off and he was top 10 in receiving in the NFL, and then the Ravens were like
rounded off,
and then the Ravens were like, "You making yourself a little bit too much money. Let me dumb you down." But even still, I don't give a damn. He and Lamar have a deep ball chemistry. He has not developed that with Zay. He's had that with Hollywood from day one.
Pause. Yeah, I knew that was coming. I'll say this. I wouldn't mind him coming back. I think instead of I think what Bazel was getting at. I don't think it's necessarily his route running that's the issue. I think the issue is more so he can't really do anything when he gets the ball in his hands. He's not shifty.
I just know his routes were so rounded that if we're running, if we're running complex schemes and his routes are rounded, it's going to be like having Mark back out there. Like, I need you to run this 90 so this corner slant can get open, and you kind of
Thank you, Jared, because he's showing that shiftiness in Arizona.
Well, it would, like I said, I would welcome it. I would welcome it.
I mean, and listen, big body.
Zay, get Mike Evans too. Why not?
But my thing is this, and I understand for the need for a big body wide receiver. What did Miles Boykin do for us?
Block.
What did Shamar Bridges do for us? Big ain't a skill.
This is true.
Preseason. Big is not a skill. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is,
Mike's a big body receiver.
Go draft old boy out of FSU.
Coleman. Bateman is 6 feet. Get Keon Coleman. That would be something. But my thing is this: I would love to get Mike Evans, but I think for Lamar, me personally, we need to stop getting these stopgap 30-something-year-old receivers. We need to get somebody who's of age in his prime that we can sign for multiple years. Because as well as Mike Evans is playing now, I would love to get T. Higgins. But as well as Mike Evans is playing now, we might only get one more good year out of him because you can see he's declining. We might just get one more good year. So I don't think we need a big body. I think we need people that can play. Honestly, I don't care what your body type is. Antonio Brown was not a big body, but he couldn't be stopped. I just think we need a playmaker that Lamar can grow with and consistently go to in times of rough. Like Zay Flowers, cool, but Zay Flowers disappears sometimes. Zay Flowers drops balls. They said Hollywood drop balls. Zay Flowers drops a lot of balls. But nobody talks about that. Bateman is not 6'1". They listed him as 6'1", but he's not 6'1".
He's 6'1", goddammit. We're sticking to it. We're splitting the difference. I said 6'2", you said 6'1".
He's 6.5. He's 6.5. He's 6.5. 6 feet.
I'd say 6 3/4. But
okay, then he's 6 3/4. He is actually about 6 3/4, but
with Lamar's accuracy, you don't need a big body receiver. Like, he's already shown that he's going to get it there because he's going to get it there. You have Likely, who's basically a big body receiver. You have Andrews. I mean, he's not really vertical, but he's a big body receiver. I mean, I trust Lamar. Well, we've seen Lamar fit into spaces that don't make sense. Even if it's a big body receiver, he's still getting it into tight spaces instead of making him have to go up.
And yeah, I agree with you. He's an idiot for signing with the Titans, but they offered him the money though.
Yeah,
he waited and saw
he wants money over a championship.
He waited and saw that Odell signed for $15 million up to $18 million. Fully, well, $15 million guaranteed up to $18 million, and was like, yo, these people are offering me a 2-year deal with some bread to it. The Ravens are probably offering him like $4 or $5 million. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins still like DeAndre Hopkins to me. I'm just saying, we could have traded for him at the trade deadline too, but
I was expecting them to make a move at the deadline, and they did. Kind of shocked me, but I could see why they would look at this roster and say, we're good. I think we're good where we're at.
They did make moves. They made phone calls.
That's true.
Is he available? Oh, word. That's good to know. It's good to know. Good to know. Not on the phone. And I mean, listen, we don't know yet. And I love the fact. I kind of love and hate the fact that the Ravens lead the league in sacks. But come playoff time, when you start playing the best of the best,
you know what I'm saying?
All that blitzing ain't gonna work. Oh, he caught that? Jesus. Oh no, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? All that blitzing ain't gonna work. And when you are down and you need that you need that sack. Is Justin Madubuike that guy in the playoffs? Is Justin Madubuike the guy in the playoffs to get you that sack? Like Aaron Donald, like, yo, you need a sack to win the game? All right, Aaron Donald's going to be there. That's how they won a Super Bowl.
He actually did that. They needed a sack to stop the Rams, and he got them back-to-back, didn't he? Or he got one, and Von Miller got the other. In the playoffs, you need a guy, and you don't pass blitz. You run blitz to fill gaps.
Right. So hopefully,
he definitely caught that. By the way,
I don't know. He's bobbled. It's bobbled. It came out like I don't know. You never know what the NFL what they consider a catch.
I don't see a bobble. That ball did not move.
See right there. Huh?
Yeah, but he was already down by that point.
Yeah, but listen,
the ground.
Okay, they called it a catch. I don't like that at all because that's giving Bryony points. I don't really appreciate y'all. Take him out the game.
That's why you didn't want it to be a catch. See, it was so for me. What I saw with that catch, that they ripped his helmet off and smashed into his head.
Anybody notice during the Rams game when they were reviewing that catch that the official expert kept trying to tell Chris Collinsworth, I don't like that call. I don't think it was a catch. I don't like that call. It wasn't a catch. Like he called the NFL league office, like, explain to me how that was a catch. And then when they explained to him, he still was like, no, I don't believe that was a catch. No, it was the one that was a touchdown that they called back. And he was like, no, his butt is still off of the ground. I'm like, bruh, like it's been 5 minutes since the call. Like, let it go. If you hate us that much, cool.
Let it go.
But let it go. Like you calling the league office, they give you the explanation. I don't like their explanation.
But I mean, it was a touchdown though.
Hey, I don't care. Let it go. It was a hold on a couple different possessions that they didn't call, but they called the penalty on us. I mean,
whoa! First of all, the punt return blocking the back. I don't hear Ravens fans crying about that.
I'm not crying about that. I'm just saying, like, there was calls that they didn't make against it. Like they didn't call the holding against the Rams, but then they called the roughing the passer. But your man held the guy the whole play, and then you call roughing the passer. Like, I saw it.
I don't bring refs into it. I don't bring refs into it because we never talk about when we get calls that go our way. We never talk about that.
I'm just talking about the refs official he was just on it. Like he would not let it go. I'm like, bro, you supposed to be unbiased.
It wasn't a touchdown.
It was a touchdown.
If you don't agree with the call, cool.
I don't know. I think it was incomplete myself, but
of course you do.
No, not being. I was looking at the play, and it looked to me like part of his leg was out of bounds when he finally got the ball. Because I felt like when they freeze framed it a little early.
And then when
he bobble right after.
But when he came at it, when he bobbled it and got it back, his shin was on the ground. One shin equals 2 feet.
And then that I do know. That I do know, but I didn't think he had full possession of the ball yet. Yeah. That was the only thing I saw where I was. But again, it was that close of a call. It could went either way.
It went either way.
You know I didn't care enough either way, but he just like kept bringing it up. I'm like, bro, let it go. Like, there's other calls that you can like. He just wanted to be on TV. He's like, oh, it's a national game. Oh yeah, let me make my presence felt. Like when an NBA refs, y'all gonna know I'm here.
I mean, people.
I think it's more of a situation where maybe it was an ego thing. You know, he's like, no, I was official for years. For me, that would have been a touchdown. And then for them to then call it, say no, then it's like, you know what I mean?
Listen, it's always the ego thing. Everybody always has to be right. That's why people get mad when people disagree with somebody because they got to be right. Like my opinion has to be the right opinion. Ooh.
Well, that's one part where a lot of people struggle. It's called an opinion for a reason.
They don't understand that.
It's and everybody has a right to have their own opinion. Wow, he really missed that throw.
So, thank you, Matt Stafford.
What time we streaming tomorrow, Hendo?
I don't know what time you streaming.
I said we.
Yeah.
And I ain't French.
What time are you and Red streaming tomorrow?
I was looking at you when I said we.
I don't know what you're looking at, bro. It seems to me that you're looking into the abyss.
I'm in my zen, okay? You see my zen, okay?
Yeah, you could be looking at a koi pond. I don't know what you're doing. Yo, Puka Nakua is a bad dude. And listen. I want
to call him Pookie Nakua just to mess with him.
Listen,
Pookie Little Ray.
I'm so upset off the fact that your man had to come out.
I was in my best.
Your man had to come out. Yes, complete again. Your man had to come out and be like, "Yeah, I was looking at Puka Nakua like he was one of my top weighted wide receivers, and I wanted to draft him." John Harbaugh, shut the hell up. You can ask anybody. You can ask anybody. I wanted to get Puka Nakua. Why didn't you get him?
I wanted to get a kicker in the 4th round, and you got him.
Why didn't you get him? You got Trenton Simpson.
They had a kicker in the 4th round, but you couldn't draft Puka.
Right.
Just like we could have got George Pickens.
Ooh, that's a whole nother topic right there. George Pickens, like he's in trouble in Steelers Nation because his lack of perceived effort on a touchdown play, or on what could have been a touchdown play. He just got out the way. I ain't touching nobody. And then he said, I didn't want. They asked him why he didn't block the guy. He's like, oh, I didn't want it to be a Tank. What's his face from Jacksonville? He said, I didn't want to get rolled up on and get hurt. But my thing is this. I ain't. It's not right, but I'm not mad at George Pickens. Like he checked out. My thing is this. For some reason, Kenny Pickett and Mitchell Trubisky, for some reason, they got something in them that's like, yo, we're going to target Deontay Johnson every play, whether he's open or not. And George Pickens is running routes like, I'm here. And so he checked out. He's like, yo, y'all want to give me the ball? What am I doing all this blocking for?
That we can do.
I mean, we drafted
how to find a tight end in Baltimore.
We drafted
Kolar, so I'm not. That hurts our statistics.
Ed Dixon.
Listen, Ed Dixon had talent though.
He
had talent. He just
he was all right.
He did better when he left Baltimore.
He wasn't no Dennis Pitta.
No,
not
at all.
And then listen, come on, get this touchdown so they don't throw it to Puka.
Pitta wasn't special.
He really wasn't, but he was better than Dixon. Listen, and then which upset me, which I didn't really pay attention to this morning. Vokalek signed with the Cardinals, and we signed Ben Mason back to. Like, why can't they let Ben Mason go?
I was about to ask that question.
What is up with this toxic relationship?
Every time I try to leave, something keep holding me back.
Right, like every time I turn around, John Harbaugh is like, "Yo, we got to get a Michigan play over here. We got to get a Michigan play." And they're like, "John, you got David Ojabo." He's like, "He's not really a player. We got to get a Michigan play over here."
Yo, coach's joint that says donation is about to change to Ben Mason.
Ben Masons, because that's all we keep doing. We just keep giving that man money.
I think Harbaugh is somewhat just addicted to having multiple fullbacks on the team. Remember, they drafted or signed undrafted. What's his name that went on to be in WWE now?
Rick Steiner.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bronson Rick Steiner. So
we drafted him as a fullback.
Multiple fullback. Yeah, John Harbaugh for some reason needs multiple fullbacks on his team. Even with the transition this team is going through as we speak,
Ben Mason is back on the roster.
Listen, Ben is a special teamer. Now, listen, what would you rather have? Would you rather have a fullback or a backup linebacker or a backup safety or a backup corner on your special teams?
I'll take a backup wide receiver
rather than anything but the fullback. Anything but the fullback.
Right. Somebody break around the edge, he ain't catching nobody.
We don't need a backup fullback. That's what tight ends are. Backup tight ends are.
They did. They tried to get Slick and list him as a tight end.
Of course.
We the only team.
Yes, Jared. They re-signed. It came out, I think, this morning or yesterday.
This morning, yeah. He's on a practice squad. Practice squad.
Like that could have went to anybody else. Exactly.
A bag of empty chips.
Exactly.
I can use that bag.
Give me the bag. Ain't even had nothing in it. Had nothing in it.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. I would have rather had them overhyped Bama because some of them Bama players worked out. Marlowe's worked out.
I was about to say who other than Marlowe.
Mosley.
I didn't even remember
who's the cornerback who lost when Marlowe went down.
Courtney Upshaw.
Anthony Averett.
Yeah, Averett didn't. In his last season, he was good for us, of course, but that's how it normally goes.
Now we're dealing with Jalen Armour Davis, and he can't stay healthy. Another former Bama corner.
I'm about to go on my community page and put out an APB for Pepe Williams.
Pepe Williams just got back. He's in practice. He's been practicing.
They've been saying that.
He's been practicing for 2 weeks.
He's been practicing for like 3 weeks now. Because you got to come back and practice.
I thought I saw him on I thought I saw him on special teams in the last game. Maybe I was tripping though.
You might have been because he didn't get hurt during the play, so it couldn't have been him.
That's messed up.
It couldn't have been him. That guy was born with a handicap sign tattooed on
the better out of the two, though, to me.
Yeah, Courtney Upshaw.
His availability.
Listen, Courtney Upshaw hit Ben Roethlisberger so hard one time. I loved it.
He thought he was Suggs for a play.
He was a true edge setter. That was what he did.
And he caused the fumble on the Super Bowl. He caused the fumble on the Super Bowl.
Yep. And he was developing that pass rush too. He was going to get there. He was going to get there.
He was never going to get there. He was too big. He was never going to get there. He was too slow. But he did a job. Did he become a pass rusher when he left?
He would have been a pass rusher in this type of defense.
No, he wouldn't. He had no pass rush moves. He had no moves. He had no speed.
Yeah, but we're actually doing stunts and stuff now. I think he would have benefited off something like that.
Bruh, to do a stunt, you have to have speed.
Fast enough to benefit.
You gotta go. You have to have speed to go around somebody. Like Courtney Upshaw did not have speed. Yo,
he came around the corner for the stunt, and the lineman would have been waiting for him.
Listen, he drafted that dude to set the edge, and he did his job perfectly. He set the edge.
Set the edge like a table for the picnic.
I'm saying right. So.
Right, get the ball to Kamara.
He was slow though.
Get the ball to Kamara. Let him do his thing.
Kamara, another guy who may end up available to go to another team.
So, which one of y'all try to trade me your first round pick in the Rogue League?
I don't have no first round pick. I traded it to you.
I'm actually not in the Rogue League.
And then he
I didn't sign up in time.
Oh, well, we may have some openings this off season. Some people might. I know one person. He's getting kicked out.
He said Courtney Upshaw was a stronger Jared Johnson.
I mean, no, Jared Johnson got some sacks. Jared Johnson was the blue collar dude, just not spectacular. He just went out and did his thing, and
just like Paul Kruger.
No, Paul Kruger was. I don't know what Paul Kruger just got paid. He got paid and then said, "You know what? I don't give a damn." He went to Cleveland, he went to New Orleans.
Yeah,
Paul Kruger was just like,
Kruger hit an Albert Haynesworth.
I got my money now, so.
He only had really one good season too.
Yeah,
that was the contract year.
That's how I be with the Ravens. You get good contract years. Derek Carr, get your stuff together and stop yelling at people and acting like you ain't the problem. Man, put Jameson if y'all want to win. FSU, baby. Listen, Jared versus
number one overall
this year. Listen, yeah. I'm gonna tell you what. Oh, Jared. Oh,
don't do that. Don't do that.
Listen, so you know that they're saying.
I really hope Yolanda went to sleep.
Yolanda left. You know that Jared Johnson. I'm sorry. You know that Caleb Williams is now not the consensus pick for the number one overall pick, right?
Yeah.
Now they're talking. Now they're talking. They're talking about Drake May, and you know why.
Mm-hmm.
And you know why. See,
you're prototypical quarterback.
Yeah, I'm not one to kind
prototypically hurt when these defenses get their hands on his ass.
Right. I'm not one to stereotype schools, and everybody can break them because, C.J. Stroud broke the myth of the Ohio State quarterback, and I do believe in the myth of who got that? You got that. I do believe in the myth of Florida wide receivers, bums. Kadarius Toney. List goes back, but if you look at North Carolina quarterbacks, Mr. Trubisky, Sam Howell,
yeah.
But y'all go ahead and take Drake May and let Justin Fields go.
They're comparing Drake May to Josh Allen. That's all it is. They think Drake May is the next Josh Allen, which I don't know if that's a good thing. We see how inaccurate Josh Allen is.
That's right, Jared. See, Jared, no. Caleb Williams is definitely better. He's definitely better. Like, I just don't believe I just don't believe in tall hill quarterbacks.
I agree.
It has nothing to do with the fact that I hate the University of North Carolina. You know what? And I hate North Carolina. But I do want to say RIP to Eric Montross.
That's because you're a Duke fan. That's why.
That's right, bro. That's right. And I grew up. See, I had to grow up in an era, and Jared might know this. I grew up in an era where it was Dean Smith is God. He's college basketball God. But I think Mike Krzyzewski showed y'all who the real college basketball God is. Coach K. Shout out Coach K.
Okay. I'm not gonna get into that battle.
Don't do it. But yeah,
I
don't. You know what? I don't think Chicago goes any quarterback number one overall. I think they trade back.
So that's the big question, right? Do they stick with Justin Fields or move in a different direction?
Have you not seen him play?
I think Justin Fields been balling this year.
He has. The last game that they just played, that they just lost to Cleveland. Oh, he just threw an interception. Who did that, Derek Carr? Please run it back for a touchdown. Oh, you dummy. If you watch the last game that they played, his wide receivers dropped 2 touchdown passes and like 5 passes overall. But they looking at Justin Fields like, you lost the game. Justin Fields didn't lose that game. Like, when he has adequate time, and now that he has better weapons, he doesn't have really good weapons. He has Cole Kmet. He has Cole Kmet, and he has DJ Moore. And they talking about Mooney ain't crap. Mooney should have caught that Hail Mary. He should have caught it.
That landed. I was watching that game, and I was like, he was almost a hero.
That thing hit him in his chest. I was like, oh. Then he kicked it up in the air, and I was like, use a bum.
Just kicked it away. He had it right there. He was about to be the hero.
Okay, it's all right, Jared. Like, so okay. Who's the last good Tar Heel in the league?
I'm like, y'all had that conversation because
who's the last good
player on my team right now. I need to be a beast, so I'm just gonna leave that conversation alone.
Who's the last good Tar? I gotta think about this one. This is coming. Let me see. Y'all continue the conversation. This might take a while.
He said this might take a while. Hey, Jared, I hope you got one for that.
Ain't bad yet.
I said North Carolina. Oh, you streaming them all, Yolanda? You have a good evening.
You streaming?
Yeah.
Okay, we will be there.
Nice. Where we supposed
to draft is coming up, ain't it?
Where we supposed to show up at for this stream, Yolanda?
Her and Brandon's channel, right?
Yeah, the XFL channel.
Yeah, the
draft
XFL
content.
Channel.
Kobe
Orlando
White.
Guardians.
Kobe White? No. What's Greg Anthony's son's name? Cole Anthony? No.
He played for Orlando too. I feel like there's a thing going on here.
Let's see.
At the Road Pod after electric relaxation, huh?
What? Electric relaxation is tomorrow? Really?
She said show up at the Rogue Pod. See you there.
Really? Do you just have great coaches? So even that bum, what's the bum for New York? I can't stand him. What is that bum's name?
Not Brunson.
Nah, the bum. The bum that was with Zion and made us lose in the playoffs because he was mad Zion was getting too much shine. So he kept shooting the ball when he knew he couldn't shoot. Like he would go 1-on-4 and just airball. What is his name?
I don't know, but it's hilarious.
He's Canadian. And he got a big nose. I know what he looks like. No, not Cole Anthony.
No, it's not Cole Anthony. It's not Cole Anthony.
He may be behind. So yes, he may be behind. So he's just catching up. But no, he's not it. Oh, that's his mother?
Cameron Johnson?
Nah. He's like the third best player. Well, he's the second best player on there. He should be the shooting guard. Oh, the small forward.
No, the shooting guard is
That's like Calvin.
Is
He
it
should be
dude that
small.
got drafted?
He's a small forward. He's a small forward.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know who their small forward is.
Now it's gonna get. I hate that dude because he's the reason we didn't win a national title with Zion. He's the exact reason. He was the number one recruit in the country when he went into Duke with Zion, and Zion took all his shine and knocked him back.
Stop kicking
me. First isn't here. First knows everything.
This is true. That dude knows, like, the amount of stuff he's got memorized or he has up there. I mean, all the
if you were 145 years old, if you were 145 years old, you know this stuff too. Benjamin Buttons has been around for a very long time. Very long time. R.J. Barrett, that's his name. R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, Barrett. So he is the shooting guard. Barrett is the shooting guard. I know that. I knew.
Yeah, you couldn't remember his name.
No, I couldn't. No.
Yeah, but R.J. Barrett, he's the bum that made us lose, but he's pretty good. He's better than any of the North Carolina players that came out in the last 15 years. And who's the one?
Barrett ain't that great to me though.
He's not, and that says something.
Right.
But who's the one coming out of North Carolina who decided to come back for a senior year because he's mad because he messed up in the national championship game and y'all ever seen the movie Predator?
Mm-hmm.
And you know how when the Predator take his mask off and he got little things that come out, he looked like that. What's his name? Baycoat. His name is Baycoat. Play for North Carolina, look just like Predator.
You gotta pull up a picture. With that description, I need you to pull up a picture.
I ain't got my phone. I ain't got my phone. Hold on, let me see if I can.
I'm not the only person who wants to know what this looks like.
I'm telling y'all, I don't make stuff up.
I said Predator with the 4 incisors and everything.
Armando.
Leave my boy alone.
You made Paul Kruger the white Owe. Your boy is not safe.
You did say that.
You said
you did say that.
Thing is, I don't know if that's an insult to Owe or to Kruger. But I swear for life, if that was my son, he would be named Freddie.
That's terrible.
Me and the captain get along. I thought one of y'all was putting on the picture.
I couldn't find. Yeah, I was looking for.
I'm about to put it right now. I think I found a perfect one.
Do you want to play with me or not?
Oh boy, he getting one together. You can tell. He looking for the perfect one.
Off of this one. This is one of those you can't deny it moments coming up.
All right, you can share it if you like. It's down underneath.
Oh man, yeah, I see it.
Oh, you got like the perfect skin complexion for it too. It's terrible.
You ain't got to say the whole skin complexion thing. I see it though. That's wild.
See the Predator, don't you?
Yeah, I see it. I definitely, especially in this region here.
That's after they crossbreed for a generation and a half.
First time I saw that, I was like, "Oh God, he should be open every time." What you gonna do now, Derek?
That's a problem.
Oh yes, to Olave. Take it, son. Take it. No, don't hurt yourself.
This game is. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's over because there's still a whole quarter and a half left. But
I don't care about this game. I mean, I picked LA to win anyway.
I mean, I did too, but I didn't think they was gonna win like this.
I did. It's New Orleans. Oh yeah, he do look half white.
This has been an absolute beatdown.
Listen, I need 2 touchdowns from Chris Olave, 2 touchdowns, and 150 yards from Alvin Kamara.
Now they've been all over Alvin Kamara.
Haven't they? Pause.
Yeah, pause. They've been on him. He ain't had no breathing room.
Listen, don't do that, bro. Leave that. Let the young man breathe. But here's the thing, though. Zion can lose weight. Baycoat can't drop ugly. He can't drop it.
Hey, speaking of Zion, I still remember that clip that came out last year when he was on the court somewhere and he was dunking the ball, and you could see the floor flexing under his feet. And I said, "Whoo, that is not good."
Oh no, you ain't.
That is not good.
Listen, so when Zion came into the league, and of course, colleges lie about people's height and weight. I mean, height and weight, whatever. But he came into the league. He was 6'6". Listed him at 6'8". He was 6'6", 285 pounds. Coming out of college, he was the heaviest player in the NBA. Coming out of college, the heaviest player.
That's because they don't
Jared,
have them centers like they used to.
Jared, we all love Baycott. Like, I ain't got nothing against him. I'm just saying, the first time I saw him, it took me by surprise. I was shocked.
You were taken aback.
Was I? I was like, that's a face that only a mother could love. But yeesh. And then the dreads look like the Predator dreads, and I was just like, oh, he's going for a look. Like he has a theme going on. But okay, hope I was doing.
Yeah, if the theme was Halloween, it was spot on.
That intimidating vibe.
Come on, Derek Carr. I need these points. I got to beat Brodney. I need these points.
You realize you have to rely on Derek Carr to deliver good passes for the rest of the night?
I know, but when I drafted Chris Olave, he wasn't the quarterback.
And all you had to worry about was yards, not good passes.
Who is this to? Oh,
it don't matter. It's another bad pass.
Yeah, I think Chris Olave is trying to make Derek Carr get benched. He just keeps falling.
It was another bad pass anyway.
I mean, it was, but look at that. They only got 28 yards rushing. Like, come on. Los Angeles defense is not that good.
Well, no, they're just leaning heavily on the pass.
I mean, because they can't run it. Their offensive line is horrible. Come on.
That's not what Chris Brown said.
Oh, no.
That looked like another drop.
Oh, it ain't a drop to me. The dude just pulled it out of his arm. That should be a personal foul for yanking him like that. Automatic first down.
No, that was a drop. That watch the replay.
Did he drop it?
Yes.
Oh shit! He dropped that shit clean. Oh man. Yo, and here's the thing, and this is the crazy part about it. He's not going back to him a third time in a row.
No way.
That's the crazy part about it. But a good quarterback would. A good quarterback is like, yo, we gotta get you right. Like, you're my top receiver.
Boy, this team, man, they got a problem with holding on to the ball, don't they?
No, why would you throw it short of the first down? Who are you yelling at? Like, Derek Carr act like he's an all-star, all-pro quarterback. The way he yelled at his teammates. Dennis Allen has got to be.
Didn't want that ball.
Dennis Allen's got to be the worst coach.
Disrespectful.
Hey, Jared, you ain't never lied. But hold up.
Look at Sarah Ellison's last tweet about Brock Purdy taking a picture with John Harbaugh.
I can't pull it up right now. But hold up. I gotta confront Jared for this one.
Nope.
Listen, Jared. Listen, Jared. You. Oh yeah, that's father and son. Listen.
Yeah, I've heard
you could talk about Sheldon the alien Williams all you want, because he does look like an alien. Sheldon Williams is, but his baby mother Candace Parker. No matter what the man look like, his baby mother Candace Parker.
After that, I ain't got no complaints.
I'm saying, And not Candace Parker now, Candace Parker in her heyday. So I'm just saying.
When she looked like she shouldn't even be in that league. She should have been in another league.
Oh man. So that bumps him up. That bumps him up a couple points down from the alien. He does like his eyes are out to the side like this.
You know, Pure Leaf isn't vegan, right?
It's not. Listen,
you know how many bees died to make that?
How many bees died?
I don't goddamn know.
Bees die every day, B. Bees die every day, B. They pollinate everything that we have. Any food or crops that we consume, bees pollinate it. So I don't understand what your point is.
They commit suicide on top of that.
Nah, Jared, it's all fun, bro. Like it's all in fun. Like, you know.
Man, listen.
Damn, Chris Olave. I don't even want to look at the fans.
He was playing patty cake with that thing. He ain't want that ball.
You know what it was? He thought he was gonna get hit. He was worried about getting hit. My thing is this: you're gonna get hit anyway. Catch the ball.
It's the NFL. It's part of the game.
I'm just saying, if I'm somebody gonna hit me, I'm at least gonna catch the ball. Pause.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna take that punishment pause for no reason.
He ain't want it.
He ain't want it. But I think I just don't think he like his quarterback. Like a lot of that's concentration. He's just like, yo, Derek Carr been yelling at me all year long. Like he missed somebody. You ain't Tom Brady.
Like your stream yard stopped concentrating.
Ask his brother, he is.
Who did what?
I say your stream yard stopped concentrating. That junk is in a double clutch.
My stream yard always doing something strange for some change.
Yo, y'all heard from Jay? Is he okay? Is he all right?
He be in a Discord.
I haven't heard from him today, but he was in. Was it LVHT stream yesterday going crazy?
Yeah, you know Jay always come through. Yeah. Jay always come through and throw his shots.
Make sure Brian answers some questions.
You know what I'm saying? Is that? I'm trying to get something.
Oh, nah, y'all will get deleted for that. We don't do that.
Oh, did he fumble? You something. So running the clock out. I need my offense to get the ball.
For another 3 and out?
I don't give a goddamn. As long as he get catches in a couple yards. Did I ever tell y'all I used to be the biggest New Orleans Saints fan? And I mean, I used to, I don't know. I just used to love the New Orleans Saints. Like Bobby Abed was the quarterback. Eric Martin was the wide receiver. They had the Dome Patrol, Pat Swillen, Vaughn Johnson, Ricky Jackson, Sam Mills. Like, I used to love that team so much. And I think that team hurt me worse than any woman ever could because I used to love the Saints back before they ever had a playoff win in their franchise's history. And every year we would get to the playoffs and they would lose the first game every year. And I'd be just out there crying like, ew, why y'all do me like this? I hate y'all. And then be right back the next year.
Oh, we gonna win something. So he was like a Panthers fan before the Panthers were around.
Pretty much. But they had good teams. That's the thing. Like I
remember Sam Mills, so I remember they had good teams. They just would just get to the playoffs and all of a sudden forget what they did to get there.
I mean, they just like that. Bobby Abed wasn't the best quarterback. I mean, I just liked him, but he wasn't the best quarterback. Dalton Hilliard, that was my favorite running back. I used to love that team.
I thought she was gonna say I kill you for a second.
Then they got Aaron Brooks. Aaron Brooks was the quarterback, and he was the first quarterback in Saints history to lead them to a playoff win. By that time, I didn't like him as much.
Didn't he play in Jordan's one game?
He might have.
I could have sworn he played in some Jays one game and won. And it was like he was like, "Well, it's AstroTurf. It's just like wearing turf shoes." But I believe he played in some Jays and won a game in the NFL. That shit was crazy.
I mean, he's somebody. Whose cousin is he? He's somebody's cousin.
Vic.
Mike Vick. Yeah, he's somebody's cousin.
Yeah, him and Vic are cousins.
And he went to Oregon. But yeah, I used to love the Saints.
Yo, Big Red joint froze on his album cover. Oh, it came back now.
I bet came back. I'm back. I was just looking at
Oh,
something.
your joint froze. It looked like you was trying to take a picture for an album cover.
Oh. Yeah, I know it did. I had to my whole everything actually went out over here real quick.
Yeah, you left the stream for a minute.
Yeah. I just had to I'm trying to finish fixing my stuff right now, actually, as we speak.
Yeah, tomorrow, y'all gonna get some notifications, just so y'all know.
A lot of them.
We're gonna get some notifications about what, sir?
About 5 or 6 of them.
Oh, you got some videos coming out, sir?
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to hit about 5 or 6 of them things. Catch up for my weekly amount.
Okay.
I mean, technically, I took the other one Sunday, so.
Y'all ready for Christmas?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Didn't get. I don't think I got all the stuff yet that I was supposed to get, but it's ready. As ready as it's gonna get.
I only do wife, moms, kids. If you ain't in that category, you show.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm doing too. Like, I'm not doing any more than that.
Oh, my Christmas shopping is done. December 26th.
I get that. I dig that. That's what all discounts.
Which is nothing. So I'm always prepared for Christmas because I don't buy gifts for Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas at all. So I'm always prepared.
Me, Christmas is really just like, hey, can you buy me what I didn't want to spend my own money on?
Facts.
What? Run that by me again.
You ain't never lie.
Like, I want to get it's $100. I know. You make $1,000 every week. You couldn't figure out $5 here, $5 there. You waited all the way to the end of the year to ask me for something that you wanted in February.
Yeah, I mean, I can't be doing all that nonsense because for me, let's see, you would have Christmas, then comes February. It's my oldest son's birthday, which is on Valentine's Day. Then you got Valentine's Day. Then my youngest son's birthday is February 20th. Then my wife's birthday is the 26th. Then my daughter's birthday is May. Like all of these shits at one time.
My wife's mom's birthday is February 8th. My wife's February 10th, and then Valentine's Day come right after it. So
good month. Ain't no good month. It's just
yes, it is. My birthday is February 29th. That's a good month right there.
Oh, so when do you celebrate your birthday then?
So you were like 12 years old?
I celebrated on the 28th.
Nah, Reg is 12 years old. Y'all was there serving this man illegal alcohol drinks at the meetup.
Yeah. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I always wanted to meet somebody who had a birthday on a leap year.
Yep. My real birthday comes once every 4 years.
That's crazy. It's your birthday.
Bro, also bartender, I would literally hold that shit against you so badly.
Like, yeah, you only 12.
Like, I'm 36. Yeah, I need 6 to 12.
What's up, Rick?
What's up, Rick?
To you as well.
Happy holidays to you and your fam. I hope all is well.
Yeah, it's going to be.
That's not even right. If you're 36, you'd be 9 years old leap years.
Yes, you are correct on that.
That's terrible. You got to be 48.
No drinking and driving. No drinking and driving whatsoever.
You got to be.
I'm gonna be in the crib enjoying that game.
Yeah, I'll be streaming the game.
That game is gonna be Rick. That game is gonna be off the chain.
Are you gonna get him a
We're gonna be looking at the fight of the century right there. That I think I'm more excited for that game than I've been for any game in years.
Didn't some system rate it like the highest ranked game of the century?
Yeah, since like 2007, something like that. It's like the second highest rated game. But I'm gonna tell you what, I just thought about something. I had my doubts about this game, and I'm going back and forth with it. But I just thought about something. Lamar Jackson on Monday Night Football, different animal. He's a
beast.
animal. He's a different animal on Monday Night Football.
He's a beast. I mean, primetime TV in general. The man comes to play.
13-4.
The man comes to play like it's nobody's business. He's going to show up and show out. And that's, like I said, that match, you said it. You feel like the 49ers have the best linebacking duo. Can they keep Lamar in check? I highly doubt it.
They can't keep him in check and keep his receivers in check at the same time. One of them got to give.
I didn't say I feel like it. They have the best linebacking duo.
But well, there you go. That's what I'm saying. That best linebacking duo versus Lamar Jackson. That's a show to see. That's why I was saying this game is different because it's both sides of the ball. Yeah. It's both sides of the ball. You looking at something different.
Hey, Brick, like, listen. Well, listen, we don't pull punches over here, and you'll never hear us. Oh, the Ravens are the greatest team on earth. The Ravens. You'll never hear that. Like, if we feel like some other team gonna beat them,
we ain't gonna hold that against you.
This is gonna be. This ain't. Listen, I don't think we're gonna walk in anywhere with the San Francisco 49ers. It's gonna be an easy task.
No,
not even to mention the two linebackers, best linebacking group in the NFL. You have the best defensive line, and then you added Chase Young to that group.
They know what they're doing over in San Fran. And Rick, all fans are welcome to this channel because we are what I like to call the most biased fans there are, or unbiased fans there are in the world. Like you will hear us slaughter our own team on this channel when it comes time to. So definitely you're welcome. You can join the family because we're out here. We keep it real each way. And that's one of the reasons why we're excited for this 49ers game, because we know if you look at it, especially after the way the Niners beat the Eagles, the Niners are
and the Cowboys.
Yeah, and the Cowboys. The Niners are at the top of the pecking order. If we can prove we go into that game and win it, especially if we used to find a way to win it handedly, we can prove that we belong where we are. Because like you said, Hendo, this year has been kind of one of those years where everybody's kind of got out of our way. So this is the first true and real big test we've had all season. And I can't wait, man. Primetime television. You got two MVP candidates about to go at it because Brock Purdy is a candidate.
The front runner.
And Lamar's he's the front runner. And Lamar's a candidate. These boys about to go at it. I want to say what up to Darnell too. Welcome in.
What's going on? Oh, look, yeah.
It's going to be, electric.
Listen, yes, we are good, but one of our weaknesses is offensive line. And y'all got the best defensive line. Them two don't mix. Them two don't mix. Like, we got a horrible offensive line. I don't care. That might be the
weakness of our team, the offensive line.
That is the weakness.
Now, no need to be shaky here. No need to be shaky here.
The one thing that we do with our group, because it's a bunch of us and we have a bunch of different channels. The one thing that we do throughout is we are always respectful. I don't care what your opinion is. You can differ. You can, what I'm saying, feel how you feel. We will never disrespect people. Yeah, with the cowgirls. Like, where's Caleb? Is Caleb around somewhere? Because I hate the Cowboys.
I don't know, but the cowgirls, I think they're the most hated team in America, even though they call them America's team. I think they call them that because they're the most like animals team.
No. Let's get it all. Let's get it correct. First of all, they're the most hated team because they're always in the news. This is how they want it. They want all the publicity. They want all the headlines. So when you get all the praise, you have to get all the detraction as well. But the Dallas Cowboys are the ones who started calling themselves America's team. My thing is, you can't self-proclaim yourself anything and have somebody supposed to be like, yeah, that's America's team. No, it's not. You said that. Your owner and your fan base made that up. I don't call them America's team. If you want to say that somebody is America's team, I would say, if anything, it would have to be the Patriots from that dynasty that they had. I would think that the red, white, and blue Patriots would be America's team.
I don't think we have either of those teams on our schedule.
He means the Super Bowl, and I don't think they're going to make it.
It will have to be Super Bowl, and I don't think either of them are going to make it either. The Cowboys choking the playoffs every year. That's normal for them.
We may play them next year. I don't know what division we play next year. I have to check that out. But if you mean Super Bowl, no, we'll be seeing the Niners again. We'll be seeing the Niners again in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, this is how I look at it. The Niners are looking at it as, if we go to the NFC Championship game against the Eagles again, we're going to show them what we should have did last year. Right? I mean, that was just, last year was inexplicable. You lose all your quarterbacks in that one game, or for that one game, and it was like they were kind of stuck. This is different. This whole team is different. They're playing different. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder, and it's an amazing thing.
Okay, I knew it. Next year we play the NFC East. So we got Dallas. We got them all next season in the regular season.
Okay, so we got them all regular season next year.
I knew it was coming.
All right,
every 4 years.
All right, you could go right now, real quick, if you want to. No, I would go now.
Come on, ahead. Alvin Kamara, get Alvin Kamara. Let's make this the Alvin Kamara Chris Olave drive. Let's do that. Yes, he just listen. It's and take nothing. Come on. Yes, sir. Listen, it's nothing to take away from the Cowboys. It's a great marketing ploy. It's a great marketing ploy. And it was before Jerry Jones. It was Tex Schramm and all of them. But if you can capitalize off of this and being the biggest brand out there, that's how you become the most valuable sports entity in football. Like, the Cowboys are worth a lot of money, and it's all because they built their brand up even before there was a brand ambassador way back when. So I mean, Chris Olave catch. Yes, like I don't bash them for it, but I'm not gonna call you America's team. Like, they're America's crybabies to me, because you got Micah Parsons on his podcast talking about, why y'all showing so much hate? I don't believe it. Like, what do you expect? You don't say that when everybody praises you.
Look at Jerry Jones, right? Jerry Jones wants to be the guy that does everything. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised he hasn't tried head coaching the team yet. I mean, he's trying to have every spot you can have out there. Right. And then he thinks he's like this. He wants to be the biggest star on the team.
Right. Yeah.
And that's something you can't really have when you have a team. You have to learn, and you're running the team. You own the team. You got to learn to take a back seat, because he's part of what holds the team back. Him and some of his crazy decision making and trying to be that guy. He's out there like he's throwing Dak under the bus. I don't know how many times. Just last year alone, he thought what's their backup quarterback name? I forgot his name. The Cowboys.
Cooper Rush.
Yeah. Just last year,
or Trey Lance.
Yeah, and then they went and got Trey Lance too. Yeah, but just last year, he's talking about how Cooper Rush was. Oh, we love Cooper Rush, and I think he'll be that guy. And listen, you have your guy. Even when Dak makes his mistakes, that's supposed to be your guy.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But Reg, it's not. Most of these owners don't give a damn about winning. It's about money. It's about making themselves profitable. And by me being an owner and showing up in the news every week and saying outlandish things, it's bringing more attention to me and my brand. Now more people are going to click on my website. More people are going to go to the Dallas Cowboys YouTubers. They're going to want to see what this team is about, because, you know what I mean? I'm always in the news, and they're going to wonder why this is happening. Oh, he left me in there. He says, do me a favor, guys. Baltimore, destroy the Cowboys. We will. Trust me. The Cowboys, they can't beat good teams. And especially if it's on the road. I didn't check to see if it was in Baltimore. If it's in Baltimore, it's a wrap. It's going to be a wrap. I think I saw something this morning about closing down Texas Stadium. We closed down Texas Stadium. Willis McGahee, LaRon McClain, we closed it down. And we'll do it again. We'll close down AT&T Stadium. We'll do it.
I don't doubt it whatsoever. Thank you.
Oh, Chris Olave caught that. Let's go. That's 2 catches for Olave. Let's go. Tempo. What are y'all doing? Do y'all not know what tempo is?
They're not going tempo because they know they're not going to win the game.
That's not the point though. Like you practice good habits. You practice good habits. And if you're sitting there lollygagging, and I put that on. Well, Dennis Allen is a horrible head coach, but I put that on Derek Carr. You're the quarterback, you're the leader. You should know better. You should be.
It's Derek Carr though. Look what you just said. It's Derek Carr.
But David Carr told me he was the best dude in the world. Oh, ooh.
Yeah, but we also said we tired of hearing David Carr say that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
It's his chance to prove his brother right, and he ain't taking it.
Yeah, it's all right. It's cool. But yeah, I can't wait. Listen, Rick, I can't wait for this game on Sunday. Like it's going to, regardless who wins, it's going to be a good game. It's strength versus strength. Like your
Monday.
offense.
You mean Monday?
I mean Monday night. Listen, Kyle Shanahan offense, well-oiled machine going against our defense, and this is going to truly be a barometer as to what our defense is going to do. You know, we've been given so much praise to the Baltimore defense, second in points per game, second ranked defense in the league, and we're going to see what they're made of. Because we got
these boys
we got a lot to stop.
Here's the crazy thing, right? I guess the real question is it going to be a defensive battle or is it going to be an offensive battle? Are we looking at a bunch of points, or do we turn it into one of those old school Raven games where it ends like 9-6?
So it's going to be a chess match dictated by who makes what mistake.
So you think they're gonna hold this 49ers offense to 9 points? Or around
that? In no way, shape, or form. No, I actually think it's going to end up probably say 34-31 type game.
Come on.
I think it's going to be a 34-31 type game, and I think the spot where we win the game is that man Justin Tucker. I think he's the difference. I mean, that's for me. He's the difference in the game.
You think so?
We can rely on Justin in ways that other teams can't rely on their kicker. You don't want to rely on your kicker. You don't want to have to. But at the end of the day, sometimes it comes down to that man kicking the ball, and we just happen to have one of the GOATs, one of the greatest to ever do it when it comes to kicking.
Yeah, but just I look at it like this. Justin Tucker is going to get you 3 points. Christian McCaffrey is going to get you 6.
Unless our defense can prevent it. But again, we've struggled against the run. Mightily. We've struggled mightily against the run.
And I don't even think they're going to use Christian McCaffrey in the run. Just deploy him out in passes, run some wheel routes. Like, who's going to cover him? Who do we have that's going to cover him consistently? Unless we brag.
People hate the Cowboys because of their fans a lot of the times.
Rick, we appreciate you. We appreciate you for coming through. And you're right. I've seen a number of those. I've been on a few Cowboys channels and Eagles channels where they're built different. That's just not us. That's not our flavor.
Philadelphia.
The Eagles cheered when Irvin got hurt in the game. They were in the stadium cheering.
Listen, Philadelphia threw batteries to Santa Claus.
If you don't stop doing these emojis,
Philadelphia is just Philadelphia. Somebody liking something on my channel or subscribing. I'm not for certain. I don't know.
Every time you put your thumb up,
I think that's when it comes up when people start liking stuff. It don't. It's somebody subscribing to my channel.
When you do it with your left hand,
it pops up. This is my right. Okay. No, it's
It is doing it when he does it. Yeah, that's pretty. Look, that's pretty cool feature you got going on there, Hendo. You need to let us know how to do that one.
Bruh, I don't know because sometimes I get balloons that pop up, and sometimes I get fireworks. I don't know where it's coming from. But
we watch it at home, and some of our people live stream it. So we
watch it at home. Yeah,
we
watch it at home.
Yeah, we're on the East Coast.
Yeah, we're over on the East Coast, and we tend to have somebody in the crew stream during the game, and we do a little watch along and have a good time.
So if you go here on Monday night, myself and Coach Evans on his channel will be live streaming the game.
They will be streaming and calling the game while it's on.
We'll be doing that Monday.
Some nights I do it. Some nights I do it. But it's usually we got 3-4 guys that's usually covering it.
Yeah, we got
and these guys will be doing it on Monday. And I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy it.
We got so many channels in this network. Somebody be doing something.
Absolutely. I'm just sit back and enjoy that game though. I'll let y'all handle the streaming on Monday. I gotta sit back and enjoy it because I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat. I'm gonna be going crazy.
I'm ordering one of them pullover hoodies you got, Reg.
I'm just mad at the game.
I left mine's in the car too.
I'm mad at the game on Monday because I wanted it to be Sunday. That way we had all Monday to digest whatever happens. Because now it's Monday night. Most people gotta go back to work on Tuesday.
I'm off the rest of the year.
That's including me.
So good for you, Bazo. Good for you.
Yeah, we're all not that lucky.
I planned my vacation well.
I'm back to work Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
So I'm be going in that mug either tired and upset or tired and happy. But I'm going back. I was saying earlier, I was working with a 49ers fan. I was working with a 49ers fan yesterday, and we were joking around back and forth. We were talking about how excited we were for the game. So I went in the car because we were working outside. I went in the car, and I got the Ravens pullover, the hood, and I popped out and walked over around the corner. He was like, "So that's what we doing?" I said, "Yep, that's what we doing. That's what we doing." It's good times, man. Listen, the one thing I love about what we do is that we can reach out and talk to all the fans of other teams, and there's no hate, no negativity, we just having a good time. Look, Jared's another lucky one.
Okay, we got it. We found the stream for tomorrow.
All right.
Now I don't have to stream.
There we go. So I think you both should stream.
Jared always streams after 10, so you streaming tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
No, I'm not streaming.
Jared, what time are you streaming tomorrow?
Thanks.
So we can coincide that with Hendo here and make sure the schedule's nice and clear.
Back-to-back streams.
Nah.
So y'all seen it here. Tune in, Jared or 11 Green. Tune in tomorrow. He's streaming. He's gonna drop the time for us.
Southern Ballers.
7 p.m.
The Southern Ballers show.
Oh no, 7 Central. That's 8.
7 Central. That's 8.
Yeah, that's 8.
So
okay,
8 Eastern.
You in the Chi-Town?
From Chicago, I go.
Chicago. I'm in Baltimore.
Okay, I'm actually in Connecticut. So we all over the place.
Connect I cut. It's not Connecticut.
Yeah, as Hendo like to say, connect I cut.
This is the way it's spelled. Connect I cut.
Yeah, but Baltimore isn't spelled Baltimore. But y'all say Baltimore.
Whoa. First of all, I don't know where they got that spelling from. It's Baltimore. Baltimore.
Y'all call it Baltimore, but it's spelled Baltimore.
Yeah, we had a meetup in what was it? June?
Oh, let me see. I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna see if I can find a link from my channel, and I'm gonna put the.
We had link your channel down there. We had a meet and greet a couple months back where us as well as all the other channels we work with all got together, had a great time. We had some people that view. We had some viewers there. It was fun. It was a lot of fun, including the after party that goes. We don't talk about that too much.
And look,
that was a meeting right there.
And as a matter of fact, I got something special. Coming up. Something real special coming up. Something real.
So yeah, that right there where you see Ghost was the meet and greet.
Yep, 10:50.
Yep. It's 10:50 here right now.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought OTR Mike was gonna be like towering over me.
Did you really?
Yeah, I felt like he was like 6'4", 6'5", or something. Like
so I went in
that tall guy presence.
I went into the meet and greet expecting everyone to be like 6'2" and up for some reason. I don't know. I just did. I just know I'm naturally just not tall.
No,
God
Bronny,
made you the way he wanted.
Bronny's
Hey,
definitely taller than me.
I stand strong with my 5'8". I'm good with it. I'm happy with it.
I think Coach is a little bit taller than me too.
Is he? So that's the link right there. That's the link to the meet and greet.
So Rick, click that link right there. That was we had a great time. We had a great time, and supposedly there might be one in the works for the future next year. Maybe, maybe not.
I knew
maybe
Hendo
not.
was like one of them short buff guys, so I wasn't worried about him towering over me.
Hey man, that's supposed to be your mentor.
Listen.
Yeah, I knew he was one of them little short cock diesel flipping motherfucker over guys, but he wasn't gonna be like 6'5".
Nice.
Like
that's what's up.
Rodney walked up. I'm
That's
like,
fire.
bro, can you like shrink a little bit?
That's fire. My speaking of that, my brother knows Travis Jones' sister or something like that. One of his relatives.
The 49ers was originally my
And Travis
favorite
Jones
team.
actually went to my alma mater. He went to the high school I graduated from.
Where my son,
yes, sir.
My son used to play football at Maryland with Stephon Diggs.
See that? We all got ties. And at one point, I probably could have went to the league so long ago. Then I became an athlete.
Early on in life?
No. Listen, and this is crazy, but let me tell the story. So Rick, this is the craziest thing. And I know you see three of us right now, but it is so many more of us. And the craziest part is we all met on the internet through the love of the Baltimore Ravens. We all met on the internet. You know what I mean? So yeah. We just formed this tight-knit community and we stick together. It doesn't matter who your team is. Bronny's a Panthers fan. D Weezy's a Panthers fan. Jay's a Panthers fan. Like, it doesn't really matter.
Fan.
Like,
Suge's a Steelers fan.
Suge's a Steelers fan.
Suge's a Steelers fan, yep. And we all met on the internet. And
did y'all see me and Suge battle on Twitter the other night?
No.
Me and Suge went there for like 3 hours.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to go back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and check it out because I know once y'all get going.
Hey, I planned up staying up all night. I'm like, yo, you keep tweeting all you want. I'm gonna keep tweeting back at you.
And everything.
You know what's funny? It's so easy to get Suge going. You know, there's a couple points you can touch on every time that'll get Suge going. And don't even bother. As soon as you say Ben Roethlisberger, he's already you gotta finish it.
All I said was look at Joe Flacco out here having more touchdowns than Kenny Pickett.
I saw that. And then
he got triggered.
Was the last time I looked at Twitter.
He got triggered. It's 3 hours.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Suge triggers so easily when it comes to the Steelers, man. I feel like that's his love for the Ravens that makes him trigger like that, though. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, like you are a rival team. You're a fan of a rival team, but all you do is hang out with Ravens fans.
Yeah, he secretly loves the Ravens. I don't even know if it's secretly anymore.
He loves Lamar Jackson. That's what it is. He loves Lamar Jackson.
He said Steelers faces in defense of Lamar Jackson all the time. So,
hey Rick, do you have a channel, Rick? Do you talk 49ers or do you talk Chicago or anything?
Yeah, let us know. Definitely let us know.
Sports.
We'll check it out.
Yeah, we do more than just sports. Like, we do a lot of different things.
Just last week.
I'm about to retire, but
hey, just last week, Hendo, actually, I was listing off my top 5 favorite rappers on the show last week. and I was talking a little Marvel. So we touch everything.
Yeah, we do touch
You
everything.
was talking about Nas?
And we got to show him.
Huh?
You was talking about Nas?
The only
Nas
dude that
did come up. Nas did come up.
The only dude that couldn't rap over Dre B? That Nas?
I mean,
Nas did come up.
I think Usher has sung over some Dre beats, hasn't he?
And I believe Living Legend and Chocolate Lee Cat are both fans of Nas.
You know,
I was like, "Ooh, don't let Hendo hear that."
I saw something today. Before I came on here. I don't know if it was on the internet or on the TV, and it had something to do with either the NFL or the NBA. It had something to do with the NFL or the NBA, and they asked about Usher. And I was like, why are y'all talking about Usher? Like, this is ridiculous.
But you know what?
So,
you know what I'm trying to do, though? This month, I might go for the Triple Crown in all three of the points giveaway channels.
You what?
Hey. He's going to try to win. He's going to try to win the points in everybody's stream.
Well, let me tell you this. I haven't streamed in 3 weeks.
Sears ain't going to let that happen.
I haven't streamed in 3 weeks. Nobody has points.
You ain't got to be online. I can still donate and win it.
Why can't you throw it to Chris Olave? Who is A.T. Perry?
There's another rookie, ain't he? A.T. Perry's another rookie, ain't he?
Yeah, dude out of Wake Forest. But see, once again, this goes back to my point of them slow playing it and letting the clock run out. Now you about to be, if they're going for 2, you about to be 8 points down. And if you'd have played this game with a little more up tempo and had a clock awareness, you would have more time on the clock. But no, they didn't. It might could have been Chris Olave. Like
he just ran by him. Oh, it's just the DB just played it bad.
Listen, I cannot
time that jump.
I cannot lose to Brodney in these fantasy leagues. I cannot lose to him.
You will suffer all year.
But you know what I am going to do?
And they got the 2 to Chris Olave.
Chris Olave?
Yep.
Get them points. I need them points. So I need to win because I'm thinking of this. If I need that LBHT belt. I need that belt. And my belt, if I win my league again, I was thinking that I might treat myself to one of those WWE Ravens belts.
All right, Rick,
you seen those?
Hey, God bless you, man.
Hey,
have a good night.
Take care. And happy holidays. So, yeah, I was thinking about getting myself maybe one of them WWE belts. But them things like $550.
Ben Jones.
They expensive. Because I want to get me one.
They're like $550.
I want to get me one. I ain't even gonna hold you. I want to buy me one. And I was just looking at the price. I was like, they steep.
I might put that on my birthday stream. Like, yo, I want this belt. Donate.
I'm trying to get I'm trying to find somewhere to get a custom belt made too for me.
Yo, go to there's a bunch of places. It's a bunch of places. The belt that I got, I think that was only like $179.
Yeah, see, I gotta find where'd you DM me or message me on Discord, let me know where you got that from.
See, I put my logo here, I put my other logo there, and then I put my pretty face, and it says Hendo all around there. And you can put any picture that you want on there, and I think it's on like $179.
First of all, put that back. That's a 22.5-year-old version of Hendo.
What?
Hendo went back into the vault for that.
What?
They don't even look like you anymore.
What? he said he don't even look like you anymore.
Hendo took a picture of his 17-year-old son and put on a belt.
First of all, my son doesn't have all that facial hair.
Oh man!
But you know what? Nothing beats this inaugural champ. So I'm the first.
Yeah, don't listen to that. He's not retiring no time soon. Don't listen to that.
I'm retired. Like all these championships I'm winning, I gotta retire.
Nah, he ain't retired no time soon.
I gotta listen. And listen,
next year I'm coming for them championships.
Listen, the 2023 ring is so much better than this one. So I gotta win. I gotta win that one. The 2023 one was special.
Wait, how can you win that ring though?
How can I win it?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, how can Rick win that ring? Because I feel like Rick could beat you in your own fantasy league, but he got to get in there.
First of all, nobody can beat me. But if anyone wants to participate in fantasy football, I have a Patreon, patreon.com/ROUG. And all it takes is $5 to get in. You get the Discord, you get to hang out with us behind the scenes. Sometimes you even get to do streams with me. I mean, Lord willing. But the $5 tier, you can get into the Pick'em League, and the Pick'em League can win you this nice little ring right here, except for the better version. And the $10 tier gets you into the Fantasy Football Dynasty League. I'm about to have a couple openings for fantasy teams because there's a couple guys that I don't think are really playing.
I don't appreciate that, D-Weezy. Welcome in, sir. But I would appreciate that. Hey, listen, I wasn't in the fantasy league this year. Otherwise, it would have been me. I would have won first. But now I'm leaning on the Magic. We making the playoffs this year, right? I already, me and Hendo still got that bet right. I remember Orlando's making the playoffs this year.
What do we bet?
You said if Orlando don't make the playoffs, I have to wear a jersey of this dude.
You still ain't wear that Steelers gear yet.
I'm waiting to that final Steelers game.
No, and what happens if I lose? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I think it was something about you admitting that the Magic is the greatest team in the Eastern Conference history.
Yeah. Y'all make the playoffs. I'll admit a whole bunch of stuff that ain't true. It's fine.
It is true, sir.
But y'all having a decent season. Up until the end season tournament, I thought y'all was going to do something, but then y'all slipped a little bit.
Well, we still got if I'm not mistaken, I think we're still in second place in the East right now.
Yeah, but y'all were in first.
Second place. Yeah, we were in first. You're absolutely right. We were in first.
Then you remember who you really were. It's like Black Panther.
No. We had a rough game. It was first getting used to because our starting center got hurt, so we had to readjust, put a new center in.
You can't even
we still pick winning games. Gogo Batasi? That's our backup center. That's who's in now.
Wait a minute. What is his name?
That's why I wanted him to name him.
When I
first heard the name, I was like, it can't be possible.
Yes, that's his name.
Right. Let me turn it up a little bit. What is his name?
I'm not repeating it because I just said it.
I didn't hear you. I thought you said something about Inspector Gadget. Go Gadget. Oh, I don't know what you said.
Oh man.
Did you say something like Gogo Gadasi?
Badazzi.
Gogo.
Yeah. That's his name.
I just saw an NFL prospect whose name was Kool-Aid something. Like, this is getting ridiculous.
These names are outrageous these days. They're very much outrageous. But that's what we deal with in this league. I was looking at me and my wife were watching, and we had people over because we threw my daughter an early birthday party, and we were watching Red Zone. And I was looking at what I forgot what team we were watching at the time, but there must have been 4 names in a row that came across the screen. And I was like, nope, nope. These names, it's like I don't know where they're coming from, and I guess it's just now you're getting all the people from all the other countries in, but these names are getting tougher and tougher to pronounce. Yeah, like this. I think they just putting letters together at this point. Just like, what sound we using this time? That's it's just like it's not the same. I remember when the wildest names came from our culture. We you know what I mean? Yeah. But now these names is all over the place. These names is I don't know. It's scary, man. And then they're spelling everything differently. It don't sound the way it's spelled.
bro. And listen, and not to say anything about anybody else, but I called this number today, and I was like, "With whom am I speaking?" And she was like, "Karen." I said, "Okay, Karen." She's like, Kiren. I said, Karen with an I? Okay. That's what I said, Kieran.
Yeah.
Kieran.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And but I cannot lie. My I have my wife and her family, her sister, used to tease the fact that when I spell my daughter's name, her name's Lola. I didn't just do Lola. I did Lolah. So she's like, "Why you gotta add the H on the end?" I was like, "Well, there's people that spell it that way." It's but it's there. And then my other daughter, her name's Aaliyah, but it's spelled just like Aaliyah the singer because that's who I named her after.
Okay. Listen, I got one even better for you. My mother. My mother's name is Deborah. I don't know how my grandmother got this, but she spelled her
Deborah.
It's Debry.
That's okay.
That's gonna make you think for a little bit. Because when people look for my mother, they be like, "Can I speak to Debra? Derby?" I'm like, no, it's Deborah. I don't know how you got Deborah from that, but
interesting.
Weird.
Interesting.
It's weird.
That's a new one for me. I would be trying to figure it out without there's got to be an accent on it somewhere.
Just Debry. Straight.
It was the two.
Two.
Yeah. All
that.
Now think about the guy.
I don't know. I think we're missing an accent sign there somewhere.
I'm on University of Maryland. There's a guy on the job site, and he was walking around, and he was trying to because we're in that unit, so he was trying to hide it. I said, "Bro, I can hear the city in you. Just let it out, bro. Just let the city out. I know it." So then he got more comfortable. He started seeing it, and these dudes are stupid. I'm like, there you go. That city was in you. Just let it go.
Look, Doug. Hey, Doug.
Hey. So going back to last week's stream, there was a question. Chocolate Lady Cat asked a question. And I had to I said I would answer it, so I'm gonna answer it now. So this way if she sees this in the watch back, she'll hear that I answered it. The question was, which album was better, Michael Jackson's Off the Wall or Michael Jackson's Thriller? And
personally, very marginally, like that 1.99 to that 2 that Hendo was talking about, I'll take Off the Wall. And it's not that Thriller's worse, but god damn, it's been killed to death with all the playback remixes and the third,
yeah, but if you're just taking album for album, at that point in time, forget the remixes, forget how much they were played. And I sat there, I thought about this heavily, and I was at one point I was sitting in traffic, and I just played both albums all the way through, and I stopped and I said, you know what, I have to take Thriller.
Before you finish that, Thriller is the Ravens with Lamar, and Off the Wall is like the 49ers. That one song kind of makes it just it just tips the scales too much.
So it was a tough choice though. I listened to both albums. And I was just like, that was tough. I took Thriller though. He looking at. I guarantee Hendo to looked up just to be sure. He looked up what song on each one, and it's tough. It's a tough choice.
I gotta look and say, okay. So, I mean, we all know Thriller is a all-time record-topping album, and I think And I'm not sure until recently, no one has sold more records than the Thriller album. Thriller took Michael Jackson to the next stratosphere. And Thriller's got a lot of good songs. And so the only thing that would knock Off the Wall down a peg is the number of songs.
It's only got like 10 tracks on it, or something like that.
I mean, but Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Rock With You, Off the Wall, She's Out of My Life.
If
it really wasn't so monumental, it would be an easy decision.
I don't think so. That's the thing. Because if you look at Thriller, the album in its whole, it's not even just the main songs that everybody know from mainstream. It's got their song, every song up there you can put on repeat. I feel like every single song on Thriller you can put on repeat. Whereas I think with Off the Wall, there's one or two where you might be like, I don't need this track on this album.
All right. So as the not fan of Michael Jackson, I'm at to go to Off the Wall.
Off the Wall. Okay, so we got 2 for Off the Wall. One for Thriller.
I'm sorry, I go Off the Wall. Or it might be a tie.
All right, Lola, get you now. No, I watched it.
I mean,
it's a tough one.
Rex, let's say you take 5 songs from Thriller and 5 songs from like a versus. You take 5 songs from each one. What 5 would you pick on each album to be like the top 5 on each album?
That's tough to say. That's tough to say.
That's the whole point of the question.
Yeah, I know. That's tough. I don't know.
I do my best to when I pinch you into a corner.
It's a lot going on.
Hold on, I don't know. I have to do some research on that one. Hold on. Which 5?
You're gonna have to put that in the community tab.
That's gonna have to go in the community tab.
You might have to do it. Look, hey, I found the next electric relaxation stream. I'm just saying. I got some ideas for you.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, a case can be made for either one.
We're gonna start doing simulated versus with a 5 judge panel.
Sir, we cannot make decisions on that man's channel without him being here.
Huh?
I didn't say on his channel. I mean, anybody's channel.
Oh well, yeah.
As long as it ain't my channel.
Well, how does that work?
So it's going to be on Bazel's channel.
No habla inglés?
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll do it on your channel.
Yeah, Bazel's channel.
Okay.
Damn, I'm not even a Michael Jackson fan, but Rock With You.
So, the Off the Wall album, I'd have to go with obviously Don't Stop Till You Get Enough.
Of course.
Rock With You, you gotta have.
Of course.
You don't have Off the Wall album without the song Off the Wall.
Uh-huh.
All right, that's 3. After that, She's Out of My Life.
Of course.
And
bruh, first of all, working day and night. I can't help it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm weighing my option between the two right now.
Yeah.
You gotta put it in the community tab, Reg. You got to. The fan interaction might go crazy on that one.
Oh shit! Thriller had less songs than Off the Wall.
I'm gonna go. I'll go Working Day and Night.
You know what?
Are you going to bed?
You know what? I take it back. I'm going Thriller.
Thriller was that album, dude.
Because I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now, and Thriller is an album that you can play and just let play all the way through and not skip a song.
That's the point I was making. You can listen to every single song on repeat. The Girl Is Mine, Baby Be Mine. I love that song. Baby Be Mine. I love that song.
I'm just kidding.
But you still, even with those two, The Girl Is Mine, Baby Be Mine. Those aren't even the songs everybody was talking about. Want to Be Starting Something? Thriller, Human Nature, Beat It.
You also
Pretty
like Triple H
Young
is your favorite wrestler, so
Who? Who's your favorite wrestler?
Triple H.
Oh, I'm not even into wrestling. That's a bad choice.
Mom.
You're darn right he was. First off, I was a kid, so to have a wrestler that was claiming to be from Greenwich, Connecticut,
Dad.
was huge for me. Yes, baby, you going to bed?
I'm
All
going.
right, good night.
You notice you said claiming to be?
Well, because we all know wrestling's, it's where they get billed from. It's not necessarily where they're actually from for a lot of people.
And somebody thought Greenwich sounded gangster.
Oh, no, Greenwich ain't nothing gangster about Greenwich. It's one of the richest towns, cities in the world. Hi. Matter of fact, little known fact, Diana Ross lives there. Just a little fact with you. I have a buddy that actually worked on her house there.
If her daughter don't live there, it don't make a difference to me.
Oh, she's over there all the time.
Love you, Dad. Good night.
Love you, honey. Good night. Yeah, she's over here all the time. The daughter's over here all the time.
I was about to say something that it ain't late enough to say yet.
So,
Team 3 hour stream. We coming up on one.
Oh,
yeah, I was about to get us up out of here. The game just ended. Congratulations to the Rams on a win.
I was about to say, it wasn't nothing big.
The mean streets of Greenwich. Yeah. Congratulations to the Rams on a win. Another win. It's been a great stream as usual. We thank everybody for coming by. Mr. Ghost, you want to let them know where they can find you?
Retired.
That is not an answer.
Sounds like a great one to me.
No, that is not an answer, sir. We don't accept that.
You'll find me in the link in the description.
That's not an answer either, sir. Tell them where they can find you.
Just look up 86 Ghost on YouTube. That counts.
There you go.
_ Instagram.
Oh, that TikTok?
Bruh.
I see the videos up there all the time getting numbers.
TikTok, I'm about to just delete TikTok. I hate all these videos. My mom's driving me nuts.
Yo, you're getting views on TikTok right now. The numbers is through the roof.
The stress. And I hate the name they gave me on TikTok, and I can't change it to something decent. So
he said it. He said it, not me.
I'm going with retirement energy.
So, Mr. Hendo,
you place these bets.
Let us know. Let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me on the Rogue Pod everywhere that you have social media and in audio form.
You heard that? Go get him playing. Get the goat in your ear, and watch how your life starts to excel. As for me, living big with Big Reg here on
you have a second
YouTube
channel
and TikTok and Twitter. And Mr. Hendo, you do have a second channel, sir.
Oh, word. Oh, yeah. Hanging with Hendo.
You want to plug that second channel? Hanging with Hendo?
Yeah, hanging with Hendo. You get a video when you get a video.
Y'all gotta excuse him. He's been off for 3 weeks.
It's just how it is.
Off for 3 weeks.
It's just how it is right now.
Right, he been ducking these donations. That's what that is.
He chilling.
Just ain't been feeling it. YouTube has been playing with me.
We don't know what that's like, because me and Bazel have had some conversations when it comes to what YouTube tends to push and doesn't push.
Oh yeah, well they do that shit. They demonetize my channel. My shit came up for remonetization. They was like, nope, we're denying you for the same reason that we demonetized your channel. I'm like, yo, the video's gone. What are you talking about? They're like, you got to send us an appeal. Sent them an appeal. They was like, oh, this is not enough for an appeal video. You got to send us more, but you got to wait till March to do it. Like,
and we see what they did to Engraving as well. But greater powers will prevail. Everybody, we thank y'all for coming through. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Peace.